Remember, for obviously repairs, for fashion, for making clothes and bags and things like that, where you don't want the stitches to be seen, for quilting as well. OK, let's take another plummet. Let's get that price moving down even lower, lower than 11.53. And we're going to get the quantity up for you as well. That's your warning that we don't have that much time before this is going to close. £9.87, we're better than gone half price. Better than half price. £9.87. With the next 7 of you coming in, you will be lucky. You will get them for 41p a reel. Quilting, dressmaking, even jewellery making, bead threading. 5 left at £9.87. Well, you don't want the actual thread to be seen. This is what you need. 5 left. £9.87. Is that the final price, or can we take even a little bit more off? Go on then. A little bit more. Every little helps. A few more pence. 3 left, under a tenner. Good luck, I hope you get them. Loads of you coming in right now for this. This is the sort of thing you maybe didn't expect to see on Craft Price Drop. I've not shown that before. All of you are Freedom members, I believe. Tracy in Padstow, Jacqueline in Hull. Oh, we've got an anonymous in Huddersfield. That may not be a Freedom member. Catherine in Dalkeith. Denise in Stoke-on-Trent. You're all Freedom members. So you're not paying any postage. Otherwise, it's £4.95 per item. So that's the way of getting out of paying postage to become a Freedom member. 888 888. One more, and then we're moving on. Who's going to get the last one? £9.79. Dawn in Norwich, you've just closed that auction. Thank you very much. Everyone pays the final low price, and here it is confirmed. Price lock. Not only is the orchestra on strike, our announcer's on strike as well. £9.79, that's the final price that everybody pays for all of that invisible thread. Fantastic. Good way to start the day. Now, actually, that's the way Craft Price Drop works. We normally have music, but we haven't got it. Doesn't matter. Right. Now, let me show you our seed beads that we've got here for you. Now, these are all tiny little beads that have been obviously drilled with a hole in the middle. Now, you could, if you wanted to, use that invisible thread for these. You might double it up. You might be all right with just one single strand. I'm not quite sure. But there are loads and loads and loads of fantastic frosted seed beads. Now, if I just put a few of them in my hand. If the bags look a little bit cloudy, that's just basically residue coming off the beads, OK? Because they've been frosted, so there's a little bit of dust coming off of them. But if you can see here, they're the tiniest, tiniest, cutest little seed beads. Maybe you were doing some embroidery. And you wanted to just add a few small beads like this for texture. If you were watching the show that I did yesterday with Margaret, with the tweed, she was talking about doing little tiny stitching projects, like stitching on buttons, things like that. Then you could put these and add these to your little stitch designs on buttons if you wanted to as well, because they're the tiniest, cutest little things. You get loads and loads and loads of them. You watch them go all over the floor now. There you go. You get loads, tons. You're getting 15 bags in total, 20 grams in each bag, so they're not actually numbered. You don't know how many you get, but they're done by weight, OK? So let me show you the colours. You've got a lovely kind of caramel colour, a beautiful kind of bronze, you've got a jet black, you've got a turquoise, you've got a lovely light green, you've got the clear, and you've got the red. And actually, those two really festive colours, those two. Yeah, lovely. There's your gunmetal grey, bright orange, bright yellow, purple, blue, and a deeper shade of green as well. So there's loads here, absolutely loads for your money. Let's see who's on Facebook this morning. Thank you, Howard. Hi, Dave and team. That's Kaylee. Hello, Karen Rawlings. Nancy's there as well. Lots of regulars I see. Maria. Good morning, everyone. Dave, you're looking bright and breezy. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, I don't know how. But I am, yeah. As I'm getting older, early mornings agree with me more. When I was younger, early mornings, I used to do the breakfast show on the radio station after I walked in the morning. Morning. Now, I'm about 50-something and all fine. Great. Yeah, so hi to all of you that are on Facebook. Interact, say hello. Right, now we're going to drop the price of these beads. Let's get those beads tumbling down. 28.35. Here we go, going down to 15 quid. £1 a bag. There are thousands, literally thousands of these transparent beads. Their size, if you want to know the size, they're 11, if that means anything to you. But they're size 11 seed beads. 20 grams in each bag. A little bit goes a long, long way. And for those tiny projects, those little embroidery projects, they were so sweet yesterday, those little buttons that Margaret was working on, with the bees and the ice cream cones, and, oh, fantastic. And lots of, yeah, they'd be absolutely perfect for adding a little bit of extra texture to tiny little embroidery projects. Or, indeed, you can make them for jewellery, of course, too. And we've got jewellery making coming up, braiding coming up in the next hour with Irene. She's just over there, getting ready. Give me a wave. £14.20 is all this is. When you don't have the music, you miss it. You know what I mean? It's a bit weird. I feel like, you know, it's not all here. But we are all here. We're here doing what we're paid to do, which is dropping that price. We're going to get that even lower. Here we go then. The arrows are flashing. Here we go from 28.35. It's going down. 80p a bag. Wow. 80p a bag for 20 grams of seed beads. There's hundreds in there. Loads and loads and loads. 11.97, saving you £17. Roughly £17 off that price for frosted seed beads. 15 times 20 gram bags. Heather says, we like no music. Okay. Katie says, Dave, you look good today. Like that colour on you. What this colour? Oh, tell. It's colour skin, yeah, skin colour, isn't it, really? Skin looks good on me. That's good. £11.63. £11.63. Down from 28.35. Tell us what you're going to be making with them. Are you going to make jewellery out of them? Are you going to be doing embroidery with them? Or have you got other reasons for wanting all these seed beads? Under a £10 note. Do you know what? The more I do Craft Price Drop, the more I like it in that we're giving you basically kind of blank canvases rather than giving you kits. And there's nothing wrong with that. Kits are great. But giving you like the raw materials to do with them whatever you want, which is what we're doing here with these beads. People will make them into jewellery, people will make them into mixed media projects, people will make them into embroidered quilts or whatever you want to do with them, yeah. £9.90, and here comes the quantity. Here's your warning. Remember, to get in now is the trick. If you get in after the auction's closed, if any bounce back, which sometimes happens, you'll be charged a high price because you didn't get in during the live auction. If you put it in your basket and check out now, you'll only pay the final low price, which has yet to be confirmed, but it's looking like it's going to be, it's under £10, that's for sure. 4 left, £9.90 is where we're at the moment, £9.90p for 15 20-gram bags. 4 left. The next 4 people through, putting them in the basket and checking out, is when you check out, that takes the counter down. So we're down to 3 now. 3 is all we have left. 20 grams, and there's 15 bags, that's the 300 grams of seed beads is what you've got there. 2 left for £9.90. That looks like it's going to be the final price by the looks of things. 2 chances to get them. Good luck, I hope you do. 1 left at £9.90. Who's going to get the last one? Going. Go on to Leslie in Stockport. You've got the last one. You've closed the auction. Price lock. We don't need an announcer, do we? Yeah, we can do it. £9.90. Everyone pays that final low price. Did anyone pay postage, Lottie? An anonymous had to pay postage, whoever you are. Sorry about that, but remember, to join Freedom couldn't be easier. 888 your item number. 697. Katie says it's pinky to me, Dave. Yeah, kind of skin colour pink. Yeah, thank you. Right. Moving on. Oh, dies. Dies next. Intricates dies from Couture Creations. We did some of these yesterday. They proved very popular. These are different to the ones we did yesterday, though. You've got your... Oh, crikey. What? Boingani? Boingani doily, maybe? Chimaka doily? Congo peacock, I can do that. That sounds like a good dance, doesn't it? The Congo peacock. Congo peacock corner, Chiamaka doily, and the Boingani doily. That'll do. They're just gorgeous, though, at the end of the day. That's all that matters. Lovely pattern, lovely design. Should be £25.47 for all 3 now. You know, normally you buy these individually. We've bundled them together and given you a cracking price. Now, which one? The doilies are meant to be £9.99 each, and then the corner's going to be, what, £5.49? Something like that. So that's the sort of price you should be looking at. That's what you should be paying for them. But we've got them on Craft Price Drop. We bundle them together because we thought they worked together rather nicely, and we can then give you a cracking price. Let me show you what the Boingani doily does, and the Congo Peacock corner does, and the Chimaka doily does. That's what they cut out. That's really cool. I'd like that as a tattoo, actually. You can see that because it's quite tribal. I like it. And then there's that doily one, that circular doily, really lovely. And then over here, obviously if you cut that out twice, you make a square. Cut it out 4 times, you can make a lovely square frame if you wanted to. £24.51. The price is just slightly creeping down. Oh, no expense spared. We've got a card made out of that one. Well, it's actually a piece of mixed media, isn't it? Put the frame on the wall. Very nice. Actually, that looks lovely with a grey background. White on grey. Very classy. That could be a snowflake, I suppose. Could be. And again, you know, with anything that comes out of a die, don't just settle for what it's done. You can always snip into it and be a bit arty and chop little bits away to create a totally different look if you want to. $25.47 should be the price for all three of those if you were to buy them in any day of the week, anywhere. These, though, are going to go down in craft price drop to a crazy price. We have halved the price. £12.74. Heather's saying pretty unusual dice, yeah. Maria says it looks like lilac on my telly. They're having a debate about my shirt now. Pink or lilac? Answers on the internet. It's a bit windy, evidently, up where you are in the Mersey. Maria says, I thought the roof was going to end up in the Mersey. Not good. Nice to know what you're up to. Oh, and Heather says, great, Lottie's in control. Go, girl. Lottie's always in control. Finger on the pulse. £12.32. That is better than half price this morning on craft price drop for the Couture Creations Intricates dies. They will work in any machine, by the way, just got to tell you that, provided the mouth's big enough. And the smaller machines, do you reckon these will go through the smaller machines? The triangle will go through any machine, yeah, absolutely. These are 3.1 inches. What are the mouths on some of the smaller machines? They're about 3.5, aren't they? Gemini Go, that'll probably be all right, I think so. Yeah, I think most machines are over 3-inch mouths, so you should be fine for most machines that are on the market. OK, let's drop that price. Drum roll, cymbals crash and all that, because we haven't got it this morning for some reason. £12.11, let's get it down even lower, though. I know we can go better than that. Here we go. Flashing arrows. 3, 2, 1. £11.50. £11.50 for all three. So what did that... If you split that evenly, you'd be looking at about £3.80 odd each. Obviously, the little corner is less than the two big round dies, but they are really, really gorgeous. Oh, some of the highlights today, by the way, Dawn Bibby's here a bit later. Leonie's here too. She's here. We've got lots of good shows to look out for. 4 left, that's all we've got. 4 sets of 3. At £11.50, is it going to go any lower? You're playing with fire a little bit. We've only got 3 left. It's too late to call us now, but it isn't too late to put it in your basket and check out at hochanda.com. Have us on your phone or have us on your tablet like we've got here. Just have it by your side while you're watching us on the TV, and then instantly you can put things in your basket and check out. Easy, quick. 2 left at £11.45 for 25.47's worth of dies. 2 remain. Good luck. I hope you get it if you really want it. And I know so many people do miss out. They leave it too late and then it gets to 0 and they try and get it and they can't. 1 left. £11.45 going once. Didn't even go twice. It went to Kate in Sherborne. Nice one, Kate. Congratulations. Price lock. Everybody pays the final low price. Do it yourself this morning. DIY. £11.45 is the price everybody pays on that particular auction. Right, now. This is not cardstock, this is paper. It's 115 GSM, and we established the other day, it said on the internet, I think, paper becomes card when it's over 170 GSM. I'm sure that's what it said on the internet. So we are officially paper, and we are jet black paper. Matting and layering heaven. Having a matting and layer of black really makes the topper pop. We all have established that, definitely. There's 250 sheets here. Now, think about all those things that you bought recently that are going to look good on black paper. You can use your gilding wax, your Posca pens, the Zig pens that we've been doing recently as well, those paint pens, they look fantastic. Your white gel pens as well. So many different things you can use now on jet black paper. Let me just do one thing. Yeah, black core. Black on the front, black on the back, black in the middle. So if you are die cutting them, which you probably will do, you're not going to end up with an ugly white line going around the edge. Now, £48.99. That's a bit pricey, isn't it? To be honest. Would you pay £48.99 for 250 sheets of black paper? Probably not. That would be a pretty expensive store. But OK, let us get it down to an incredibly low price. Let's halve that price to start with. Brilliant. £24.50 for 250 sheets. That's 10p a sheet. That's a bit more like it for black quality paper. What are you going to be doing with it? What will you use it for? Is it going to be for purely matting and layering? Have you got Barbara and her easy mat so that you can gut your layers? So you're not wasting, you're not matting and layering things that you can't see. I mean, it's brilliant stuff to use for really kind of making the main image on the front of the card really kind of come to life and jump off the page. Working out now to 9p per sheet. 250 sheets of black paper. What else is being said? Did the sound forget to get out of bed this morning? We can hear Dave better, though. Oh, that's Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. Black so useful, Heather says, for dyes too. Black core, more expensive. There you go, you see. Black core, usually you pay more. Black core, you pay more. Who's paying postage? Leslie and Michelle. You're in on this and you're not members of the Freedom Club. If you want to join, though, you can put membership in the same transaction. Just put 888. You'll get charged £6.97, but you'll have the £4.95 P&P taken off. And you think to yourself, well, I'm still £2 worse off. No, but then everything you buy for the next month on Craft Price Drop or Hochanda shows, no P&P. Happy days. All you've got to do is buy 2 things in the show and you're instantly in credit by being a Freedom member. So you can do it in the same transaction. If something suddenly appears on the screen you want, put 888 in there and you'll get your Freedom membership for £6.97. 21.86 is where we're at the moment for black core, black paper, and it's a jet black as well. 8p a sheet. 8p a sheet for black quality paper. 21.60. Still time if you want to phone us, if you don't like ordering online, and I know some people don't, it's a personal thing. Some people don't mind, some people do. 01733 797 100 will get you through to our Craft Price Drop operators. They're above my head. They will take your call and they'll put you in the auction and they'll make sure that you pay the final low price as well. Otherwise, you could do it yourself at hochanda.com and put it in your basket and check out. OK, here we go. We're going to crash that price one more time. It's going even lower to £20.50. It is now 7.5p a sheet, I think. 8p a sheet. 15. We've got 15 reams. That's what we call this, isn't it? A ream? A ream. And that weighs a lot, as you can imagine. Postage on that would not be cheap. A, because of its size, and B, because of its weight. Good thickness. 115 GSM. 13. 12 left at £20.50. £20.50. We have got 11 left. 11 chances to get this black paper. Maybe you were thinking, I've got to get some black paper. You've seen people mat and layer with it. You've seen people do all sorts. I mean, Leonie does mat and layer with black card or black paper all the time. She's probably on her way in, probably at the services at the moment, pulling over, ordering it, getting it. £20.45. 10 left. Give it a go. If you haven't matted and layered with black before, try it and see the difference it makes. OK, let's do a clock or stock. We've got a minute on the screen, a minute to get this, or 10 chances, whichever goes first. Let's get that clock rolling. There we go. The clock is off. We've got 9 left. 9 chances to get this paper in your basket and check out. Before that gets to 0, is it going to be the stock that goes first? Is it going to be the clock that goes first? Clock or stock? Clock or stock? Stock or clock? 45 seconds to go with 8 chances left. Up against the clock this morning. Oh, don't pressure me, Dave. It's first thing in the morning. Don't make me. OK, quick sticks. No pressure. 34 seconds. Is it going to be the clock that wins? Is it going to be the stock that wins? Are you going to put this in your basket? Are you going to get 250 sheets of 115 GSM black paper, black core, black front, black back, all for £20.45? Coming in. Good luck. There's 5 left. 5 chances to get this black paper in your basket. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4. It's going to be the clock, is it? Or is it going to be the stock? It's going to be the clock. The clock is going to win. Clock gets it. 3 were left. Price is locked. If you do put it in your basket after you've checked out or after the clock has stopped, you'll be charged the higher price. So I hope you got it in your basket before we actually ran out of time. Congratulations if you got the black card stock. We have actually got some more card stock must-haves. Some more staple items coming up. We've got linen white card to come before 8 o'clock, OK? And it's, what now, 7:25. So 35 minutes to go, or just over half an hour to go on Craft Price Drop for a Tuesday morning. Right, now, last time we did this, it went very, very quickly. glitter card, but not glitter card A4 or A5 or A3 or whatever, but strips of glitter card. Now, we can't say exactly the quantity you're going to be getting because it's done by weight. So you're going to get a lovely assortment of colour glitter card. That's what we're going to get for £49.99. Oh, no, it's not. It's nearly Panto season, isn't it? Oh, by the way, talking of Panto, I can't say much, but you might see us in the next few weeks as you've never seen us before. That's all I'm going to say, all of us. Okay. I'm surprised none of these images have leaked out yet, but they haven't, I know. Okay, let's get that price going down. Let's take £20 off. Let's take it down to under 30 from just under 50. £29.97. And look what you've got here. You've got a whole kilo. We're doing it by weight. A whole kilogram of glitter card. And they're all going to be approximately, and this is approximately, 20 by 6 centimetres. They will vary, to be honest. But, you know, if you've got your dies, how many dies have you got that are actually wider than this? Not many, probably. So you can die cut it, you can trim it to whatever size you wish. You can make it into squares, you can make it into strips, even thinner if you want to. Maybe you want to make paper chains with them. That's a good idea. Yeah, make some festive glittery paper chains. So you're getting gold and champagne, purple and white. You've got silver. Oh, wow, there's loads of gold and silver here, probably the two most popular colours. You've even got some holographic in there as well, which is rather lovely. Look at the salmon pink, that's really beautiful. So you see what I mean? They're all different sizes. You get some incredibly psychedelic colours as well. Bright neon yellow and neon pink, neon green, look at that. Imagine having a car that colour, or a car that colour. Love it. So, yeah, it is absolutely jam-packed full of sparkle, and all the glitter you could ever possibly wish for. OK, we're down to £29.22 for a whole kilo of glitter card strips. We're bringing the price down even lower. Here we go. £49.99. Bye-bye. £29.22. See ya. We can get it lower. Here we go. Oh, they got the music in my ear. We got, yeah, well, I think, I don't know what's gone wrong, but I can hear it in my ear, but you can't hear it at home. £24.97. So that is half the price you should be paying. And there's got to be hundreds of strips. We can't give you a quantity because the quantity will vary. It depends on the weight. You'll get a weight in kilo. A kilo of assorted colour glitter card. Nancy says, Dave, these nearly blinded me when I opened the package. They are so shiny. You've already got some. Nice one, Nancy. They are beautiful, aren't they? They really, really are. And what do you do with them? I mean, if you do want to make them into... You could easily make them into paper chains. Lottie had that idea. You could do that. No problem at all. And think about it. What these are really, being realistic, is probably A4 cut up, or maybe even 12 by 12 cut up. You could have them as matting and layering if you want to. You can cut them into thinner strips if you wish to with your trimmers or your guillotines. You can, again, die cut with them. Glitter card, amazingly die cuts. And maybe you bought the Kaiser card or the Kaiser craft die that we had yesterday with those kind of the Tower of Gifts. You could paper piece with this as well. You could have lots of different glittery presents in that die. I mean, loads. You've got, you know, dies you've got at home. Imagine having them all in glitter in all these wonderful colours. £23.77 from £49.99. That is a saving of nearly £27 off. And we're going lower again. We're even going lower than 20 whatever it was. 1998, we're into the teens. We've left the 20s behind, 60% off the price, nearly 50 quid, under 20 for a whole kilo. Let me just stack them up so you can see how high a kilo of ribbon strips is. They're all the same width by the looks of it, but they're just different lengths and different colours. Look at that. Under 20 quid for all that glitter. And what do you do with A4 glitter card? How often do you use a full A4 sheet of glitter card? You probably cut it up, don't you? So we've done the cutting for you. This is a way of getting all of these different coloured glitter cards at a fraction of what you'd normally pay. If you bought all of these colours in A4, that would be a big, big cost. And all you end up mostly doing with it is cutting it down anyway. So there it is cut for you. Makes sense. Nancy's already got hers. You could use these as little bows. You could cut them, make them into bows if you want to, make them into ribbons if you want to, have glitter strips made out of them. You could get probably a good, 5 or 6 different borders out of that if you wanted to by cutting it with a trimmer. £16.47. Maria says they work really well behind an intricate die. I've bought these 3 times now. They're really great. Thank you, Maria. There you go. Got them before. These are a consumable. You will run out of them eventually. Get them while we're at this price. Did we go as low as this last time? Did we go higher or lower? Sound like Brucey, don't I? Higher, lower? 16.16. Bless him. 49.99. What's the price? 16.16 is our price right now. I don't know where it went to before when Maria got hers, but I know where we're going now. Even lower, down to 14.98, and we've got 18 chances to get in the auction with this. This is one of those absolute must-haves, because you may not know exactly what you're going to be using this glitter card on right now, right this moment, but you know what? When you need glitter card, you know you've got your stash. You know you've got your stash that you got from Craft Price Drop. And it's true. Most people cut A4 glitter card into strips. They cut it up. Cut it into quarters, cut it into halves, whatever, and then run their die-cutting machines or dies through their die-cutting machines with it. So think of it as basically A4 cardstock or 12 by 12 cardstock already cut for you. Pre-cut. They're not off-cuts. They've been deliberately cut to this sort of size, and they're not kind of ragged, and they don't kind of go at weird angles. Everything's been done really, really quite nicely and neatly. You've got deliberate rectangles. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Got a bit of glitter up my nose, maybe? Hang on. Excuse me. I did warn you. Your coffee's gone everywhere. Oh, blimey. All right, 14.98. We've got 9 left. 9 left of a kilo of assorted glitter card. 7 chances to get in the auction. From Craftworks. They're the company that have done this for us. And you're getting a chance to get them. 5 sets of this glitter card. Here come some names. You're all in. Sorry if I made you jump. Made myself jump, actually. Mika in Bournemouth. Hello, Mika. Ooh, Lossie loves Bournemouth. She got married in Bournemouth, didn't you? Yeah. So did I. Andy in Aberdeen. Susan in Newcastle upon Tyne. Susan in Saxmundham. That's a new one to me. Denise and Carlisle, hello to all of you. You're all in. Congratulations. You've all got these fantastic glitter strips. There's still 1 chance to get it. There's still 1 left. £14.98. Going to Patricia. Congratulations, Patricia. You've closed the auction. That's got everyone worried. They think the mic's gone now. Right, £14.98. Everyone pays that price. And a few people, I think, did pay P&P, but not that many, which is good to know. Oh, by the way, hello, hello, hello if you're watching us in Europe. And hello if you're watching us in the USA as well, because we get lots of viewers now all over the world watching Craft Price Drop. Maybe you're up late. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning in New York and around there. Maybe you're watching us in LA. If you're down there, then that's nearly midnight, 11:30, isn't it, at night? Yeah. Hi to you. You can join Freedom if you'd like to. In the USA, it's $19.99. That gives you all your shipping and handling paid for, as long as you're a member of Freedom. And it's $19.99 for a month. You can join on the website, hochanda.com. If you're in Europe, it's €14.97. And again, that takes care of all of your packing and postage and shipping and handling for the month of membership. And they can do that on the website, hochanda.com. And if you're in the UK, it's £6.97 for your membership. And that, again, includes all your standard delivery charges too. Right, now, dies. More dies for you. These are from Spellbinders. Now, these have been on before. I remember these. Whether it's a new bundle or not, I'm not quite sure. But I have seen these dies before, and they flew. You loved them then, and I'm sure you're going to love them now. We've got the Harmony and Border, Glass, and Mary Border as well. Now, there are a total of 7 dies with this. My favourite is, you knew I was going to say that, didn't you? That one. Love it, love it, love it. It looks like shattered glass. It looks like a modern cathedral window, maybe stained glass window, or a shattered pane or something. Paper piecing, it's crying out for paper piecing. That's what's been done there by the looks of it. This one is supposed to be £18.60 each, just for that one alone. The Mary Border strip, that's meant to be £13.97, which is, I think, that one there, isn't it? Is that the Mary Border strip? Yeah. That one is Harmony. That's meant to be £23.04. And then that one is £13.97. That's what they should be. That's how they get to that star price of £69.58. But it's already starting to go down. Let me show you how they cut out. So do it in maybe 3 or 4 different colours, and then you can paper piece with those other bits from the other coloured cardstock, which would look fantastic. Equally, if you just wanted to use it as like a, it looks almost like a, I don't know, like an assault course, doesn't it? Like a lasers going left, right, and all over the place. What do they call it? Laser Quest or something? But then you can put some acetate behind it and colour that in to make it look like stained glass if you want to. You do have 2 dies here. You've actually got the outside cutting edge and also the inside detail. So you've got a nice outside rectangular cut. Then we've got our Mary border strip, which is this one just here. And this is 2 dies as well. Oh, hang on. Is it? Yeah. So you've got the inside die can stay in the cardstock, and the outside edge obviously will cut the actual thing out. So if you want to make a lovely background without it being cut out of the cardstock, you've got the option. That's that one. This is lovely as well. Do like this. The Anne border strip, very angular, very diamond-like. Really lovely. You can thread some wide ribbon through that. That would look really nice, like a buckle. That would look really cool. And then we've got this one, which is the French Harmony, which is an instant background. It's like corn, isn't it, in a field? A bit like that. So, 69.58 should be the price. 66.33 is where we're at the moment. You've got £3 off. Big deal. That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Big deal. That's not much of a discount. Let's drop the price. Let's do what we do best. On Craft Price Drop, every day of the week, we give you bargains, absolute bargains, and some of the biggest brands in the business as well. Half price, that's more like it. 50% off. Buy 2, get 2 for nothing. £34.79. Oh, you're all having a good chat with each other on... I love kind of eavesdropping on people's conversations on Facebook. Find us on Facebook, by the way. You can watch us there as well. Just search for Hochanda. There's a lovely online sort of community, and you can chat amongst each other when the shows are live. Tell everybody what you're going for, what you just ordered, what's just arrived, all that sort of thing. OK, £34.64. We can do better. Lottie says she can do better. Push the button, Lottie. Let's get those arrows flashing again on a Tuesday morning. Let's have another plummet if we can. Here we go. Flashing arrows is always a good sign. By the way, Irene and some braiding coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. £29.94, under 30 quid. So you're saving nearly £40 this morning by buying these from me right now. And they have been bestsellers. This one in particular, I remember when it came out, you loved it as much as I did. Everybody clamoured to get it. This one as well, this one here, those two, I think, absolutely love them. Absolutely love them to bits. These two are just as lovely too, but I don't know what it is. It's the angular nature of them, the diamond shape, the kind of jagged crisscross of the, what was it called again? Glass effects. The glass effects, yeah. You're loving them. £29.79 for all of these dies. 7 dies. Can we go lower? Can we, Lottie? Yes, Dave, she says. We can. A few pence, maybe? I don't know. Can't go much lower than 30 quid, can we? Can we? Pounds off, not pence. That surprised me. 26.98. So that is now 43-ish pounds off. £6.75 per die set. Fab, eh? That for £6.75. Are you having a laugh? Really? I mean, look at the size of it. I mean, it's on the board here. I don't have to take it out of the packet. Christine, you're in, but you're not a Freedom member, so you're going to have to pay £4.95 P&P. Put your Freedom membership in the same order. 888 697. You don't worry about P&P for the whole month, and it runs from the day you join. So your membership will last you until the 23rd of November if you join today. 8 left. That one. That one. I want that one. And that one. All of those dies, 7 sets left, and it's going down again. 25.48. This is crazy. What you do with these when you have them is entirely up to you. If they're gifts for people, if you want to sell them on, whatever you want to do. But I'm sure most of you are buying them because you want to use them yourself. £6.37. £6.37 per die set. Hello to Mo, says, morning all, good morning to you, Dave. Mo, good morning to you, nice to know you're there. I think, are you new to Facebook? I haven't recognised your name on here before. Hello to Sarah John Allen as well. Debbie is there too. Nancy, regular, hello Nancy. Cheryl. Loads of you coming in this auction. Here are some of the names. Have you spotted your name on the ticker tape of fame. Here we go, look, along the bottom there. Diana in Oxted. Hello, Diana. Linda in Rotherham. Christine in Bristol. Freedom member Jean in... That's Jean, I'm sure, in Manchester, not Jean. Janet in Sandown. Danielle in Bideford, in Devon. Linda in Rotherham. You're all in. 3 left. Good luck. 2 remain now for Spellbinders Dies. 25.48 is all you are paying, down from 69.58. £45 saved. Sally in Nottingham, you've closed the auction. Price is locked. Everyone pays that final low price of £25.48. That is an absolute bargain. Congratulations, one and all. You've got some fantastic dies there. You really, really have. Again, apologies. We haven't got our music this morning. A bit of a gremlin in the works, but looking on Facebook, some of you prefer that. Fair enough. OK, right. What we've got for you are our linen cardstock for you. A linen cardstock bundle for £37.99. Now, this is proper card. This is hardcore card. 240 GSM. So this is, you could construct with this, couldn't you? You could easily make boxes. If you were following the lovely Sarah yesterday doing her fantastic Ultimate Pro, making the boxes and the frames and all that sort of thing, you need quality cardstock to do that. She had great 12 by 12 cardstock on her show. You could use this as well. Now, this has actually got a linen texture. Now, the trick, well, the thing is, can we get the texture across on the television? That is the challenge for Andy, our director, this morning, because white is not easy to shoot, because it's very bright. There we go. Hey, look at this. There you can see the texture. That is cool. Superb. That's the texture that you're getting. So it looks like and feels like fabric. Plain on the back, but linen texture on the front. Now, you can stamp on it. You can do all sorts with it if you wish. It will, though, remember, if you are stamping on it, have that kind of linen look to it. It's not perfectly smooth. £37.99 for 125 sheets. Now, that works out to 30p a sheet. Now, Deborah says this card is great for card sewing. Would never have thought of that. Deborah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got maybe dies that pierce holes, or you've got the time and the inclination to do that yourself, a bit like when we do the Make It Sparkle shows, you know, you can pierce with the piercy tools, then yeah, because this actually looks like and behaves a bit like fabric, it would look great. 23.78 is where we're at the moment. £23.78 down from 37.99. Just seeing who else is on there. Heather Barnett says, great camera work. Cheer from the gallery. Yay. Katie says, I love this card. Yeah, I mean, it's not, again, the most exciting thing in the world. It doesn't flash, it doesn't make a noise, doesn't make a sound or anything. But it's cardstock. Every crafter needs it. You know, it's just card. But it's card with a linen texture, and it's card that looks and feels fantastic. And like you said quite rightly, for card embroidery and that sort of thing, threading through it, it will be a good investment, absolutely. I don't think I've seen card quite like this. It has got a lovely look and feel to it. The texture does stand out quite a bit. Sometimes you've got to struggle to kind of see it and feel it, but not on this at all. 15p a sheet. 15p a sheet for quality linen look card. The linen finish. Oh, by the way, anyone going to Glasgow this weekend? I don't mean just in general. I mean, anyone going to the SEC? Because there's that big craft show there this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you got your tickets from us, you're going to get in 2 for 1. Yeah, I'm going to be there Thursday and Friday, so I'd love to see you there. And Yanis is going to be there Saturday and Sunday. And we're looking forward to coming up and sample the Glaswegian hospitality that we know is pretty famous. So that's going to be good. £19.20. Is the price at the moment for all of this cardstock. 240 GSM, under a £20 note. Lots of you putting them in your baskets. And Paul says, oh no, this is Debbie. She says, this one I use, it's fab cardstock. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Nice one. Nancy says, we'll be watching. Also, Paul Morgan says, we'll try again. Morning, Dave. Regards from Paul in London. We'll try again. Not quite sure what that means, but anyway. Oh, low battery. Oh, no. Darn it. Hate it when that happens. Kaylee says, I'm not going to Glasgow, but I'm going to the NEC. That's just as good, because the NEC is the following week. I'm going to be there 3 days, I think. So, yeah, cool, getting about a bit. Birmingham, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I think it is, isn't it? Pretty sure it is, the NEC. See you there if you can come along. We're doing live shows from Birmingham as well. Right, 4 left. £18.94. Got to go and plug my tablet in. £18.94. 4 chances to get your linen cardstock. How many sheets is it again? 125. Lots of people raving about this cardstock, saying they've already got it, saying how good it is. 240 GSM. 2 left. 2 remaining. 1 remaining now. Good luck. Under 20 quid for all that cardstock is really a bargain. It is half price now. Lynn in Chelmsford, you've got the last one. It's on its way. Anyone pay postage? Not that we saw on that one. And that's a big bundle of cardstock being delivered without any single postage charge to you, which is good news all round. OK, it is nearly 7:45. It is 7:45. Blimey. These hours go so very, very fast. Now, some people have actually popped these in their baskets already. Now, you can do that before the auction starts, but you can't check, well, you can, but if you check out before the auction starts, you pay the high price. No one wants to do that, because the whole point of craft price drop is you pay the lowest price. And also don't check out after the auction's closed if you miss something. If sometimes some bounce back, and that often happens if someone puts something in their basket and doesn't check out, and then it goes back into stock, you'll be charged the high price, OK? We don't want you to do that. We want you to everyone pay the final low price. And the way to do that is to put it in your basket and check out during the live auction. We are live now with this auction. Now's the time if you want these pads to put it in your basket and check out. Right, now what have we got? 2 pads, 2 paper pads. You've got A4. They are assorted colours and designs, 96 sheets in total in each pad. Now, if I show you, predominantly they're flowers and birds, mostly. But there's an assortment of colours and assortment of designs. That's almost like the kind of chalk effect, isn't it? Like the kind of canal barge folk art style. Butterflies, blue backgrounds, cream backgrounds, pink backgrounds. There are your flowers. Lovely variety. So you get a few repeaters. So if you've got a favourite colour or a favourite design, you can, of course, use more than 1 sheet. The other pad, this one is, again, predominantly, it's very similar, actually, florals, but slightly different. So, again, if you love your flowers, if you love the kind of bright, uplifting colours, spring-like colours, really, then these pads will be right up your street. Now, they should be £19.99. They should be basically a tenner each. £10 for a pad, and there are 96 sheets. There's 48 sheets in each pad. £19.99. OK. What can we do for both of these pads? How about £6.25 a pad? £12.49 for both. They are gorgeous quality. They're printed beautifully. This works out to how much a sheet? 13p a sheet. And it's a bound pad as well, remember, so very easy to remove the sheet. It's not going to tear or anything like that. And if you want to take a sheet out the middle of it or something like that, they come away very, very easily. There we are, look. There you go. Doesn't rip, doesn't tear, just comes away nice and simply and easily. OK, Lottie tells me she can do better. We know that. £19.99, no way. £12.09, no way. Here we go, flashing arrows. Here comes that price crashing down even lower. How low can we go now? Under a £10 note? No way. £4.97 each. 10p a sheet. 10p a sheet for quality A4 printed papers. And they are printed beautifully. They really, really are. Edge to edge with fantastic scenes of foliage and flowers, butterflies and birds. Everything bright, everything cheerful, everything beautiful. All things bright and beautiful. There we go. £9.90. Are you in for these? I hope so. £4.45 a pad. And here comes the quantity. So this is your warning that we're on the brink of closing this auction. Probably a minute or so left, and then that will be it. So it's probably too late to call us. It's not too late to put it in your basket and check out on the website, hochanda.com. Not seen these before. They're bright, they're cheerful, they're different. Whether you're using them as backgrounds, whether you're using them as frames, it's up to you. Use them in lots of different ways. And they're uncoated cardstock as well, so if you want to add your own distress inks to them to give them an extra kind of edge or something, you've got that option to do that as well. 3 left at £9.90. Better than half price for bright floral birds, flowers, foliage, all for £9.90. 2 left. £2 left at £9.90. Good luck. 1 remaining now at less than a £10 note. Is that going to be our final price? Going. Gone to Jean in Manchester. You've closed the auction, Jean. Everyone pays that final low price of £9.90. And did anyone pay postage? No. We've had a few this morning, not many. There's only a few. It's getting less and less, actually, people that are paying postage because you're realising, you know, it makes so much sense to become and stay a Freedom member. No P&P. Now, we had some yesterday. We got some today because they were so popular yesterday. I don't think these colours were the same as yesterday. No, these are different. Now, you've actually got, remind me, is it 7,000? Yes, 7,000 metres on each spool. So, again, we've got 5 spools, 35,000 metres. That works out to 35 kilometres, or about 21 miles. 101.50 is the starting price. Now, I remember where that price went yesterday, but maybe you do too. No guarantee it's going to go to exactly the same price or anywhere near that. It might go higher, it might even go lower. I don't know. It all depends on how quickly we sell these out and how many we've got, which I don't know. OK, well, you know for a fact it's not going to be anywhere near 100 and 150. You know that. Put them in your basket, check out, and just sit there and be really smug and content thinking, I've got mine, and I'm not paying £101.50 at all. £50.75 for all 5. That's just over a tenner for 7,000 metres of thread. You're going to get the blush pink, or the baby pink. Yeah, more of a baby pink. You're going to get the mustard, which is a very fashionable colour at the moment. You've got your pea green, you've got your rich burgundy, and you've got your sky blue. Now, already we've dropped them down to just over a tenner per spool. Now, online, you can find a spool like this for about £11.99 if you shop around a bit. So, our price now, just over a tenner for each one, is pretty good. That's about 20% less than what we saw one of these for online. But we can do better than that. Craft price drop, it always does better than that. How much better? Under 30 quid. So that now is about £7.50 each. No, £5.98 each, actually. Yeah, £5.98 each. £7.50 it was 4, but it's 5. So it's £5.98 per spool. £29.94 for all 5 of these. Overlocking thread, remember? Quality and great colours. I mean, that's one of the most fashionable colours around at the moment, that mustard. You see lots of ladies wearing mustard tops and mustard dresses. Maybe you've got some fabric in that colour and you're intending to make something lovely with it, but you haven't got the thread to use. There's your answer. And that baby pink, like a salmon pink, isn't it? Really lovely. OK, £29.54 is not where it's going to end. We're going to go lower. I think I kind of remember where we went yesterday with it. Never a guarantee that we're going to go that low again, or that high, or whatever. It may be a completely different price we go to today for this. £22.89, saving you nearly £80 off the price. This is now just over £4.50 each. Crazy. Online, we saw some for £11.99, so we're better than half that price. £22.73, and you've got all 5. Maybe you're having a collection of the overlocking threads. Maybe you're really stocking up on each one. We've done some each day so far for the last week or so, I think. So if you've been buying each one, think about how much money you've saved, and also think about that wonderful collection of colours you're building up. OK, this is our last auction, I've been told. OK, no more after this for this show. Next one will be online at 11. Here we go. We're going to go to a crazy price. In the words of Lottie, my producer, £12.50 for the lot. Now, that's below where we went yesterday, isn't it? I think so. I don't think we were that low yesterday. £2.50 per spool. How? I don't know. But just grab it. Grab this opportunity. And no postage as well. This will cost a fortune to post. The weight of them and the size of them, they're not kind of little dainty petite things, are they? No P&P because you're a Freedom member. But if you're not a Freedom member, it's £4.95 for postage. It's nearly 90% off the price. Boom. It's one of those just grab as many as you like. If you want to buy, you know, what you do with it when you bought it is up to you. If you want to buy these and sell them on, you can make a profit on them, you do that. Absolutely fine by us. It doesn't matter what you do with it. Or maybe just stocking up because you've got lots of overlocking to do. You've got lots of work to do. Or maybe you use them for your business. Maybe that's part of what you do for a living. And you're thinking, I can't even buy overlocking thread this price at wholesale. I don't think you could. £12.34. I mean, when you're in the business, you kind of see prices on craft price drop and think, do you know what? I couldn't even buy that from my supplier for that price. You know, how on earth is this being done? I don't know. We don't get involved in all that. We just come here and present it, and that's what we do. So £12.34, 5 chances to get these spools in your basket and check out. That's the key thing. All of you coming across the bottom of the screen now are in the auction. Avril in Cassenwood. Hope I've pronounced that right. Leslie in Birmingham. Are you coming to the NEC, Leslie? Gary in Skegness, in Dawn in Sheffield, Sylvia in Winsford, Sue in Weston-super-Mare. You're all in. But many others are in as well. 3 left at £12.34p. This is our final auction of this show. Online at 11 o'clock. Who's doing that one today? Is that Janice? Yes, Janice. Janice is online at 11, and then Matt is doing the evening one tonight at 7 p.m. Every day we do it 7 a.m., 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. But the one at 11 is only at craftpricedrop.com. OK, so check that out in about 3 hours. OK, now remember, if you do want to get these, you've got literally one chance. Bridget, I think, is taking the last one, and that's the auction closed. Congratulations, you're all paying just £12.34. I forgot the auction was still live then. I thought we finished it. There we are. Everyone pays that final low price of £12.34. Plus your P&P if you're not a Freedom member. And just a quick word about Freedom. If you do want to join and you're in the USA, it's $19.99. You can join on the website hochanda.com. That includes all your shipping and handling for the month of membership, because that's how much it is a month. Europe is €14.97, and again, that is for the whole month, and that includes your shipping and handling as well to any European country that you live in. And then finally, of course, the UK is $6.97. Standard postage is paid on everything you buy for that month. I'll see you in a second. We've got some fantastic grading with Irene coming up right after a little look ahead to the rest of the day. So yes, the jewellery box is open for business. Braiding on the way in a second. Then we have Spectrum Noir, our one-day special here as ever at 9 o'clock. And Anna's here with some foam around flowers a bit later on.
Hello, my name's Catherine Sturrock, and I bring to Hochanda my company Character Crafts. Character Crafts brings to you our laser cut designs. Each design is designed by myself. We cut them on the laser machines here in Doncaster and bring the products to you at home. Character Crafts is suitable for all ages and all abilities, so I hope that I can inspire you and help you along with your crafting. I like to show you how to use different paint techniques and different techniques to bring the characters alive, and use various mediums to decorate, and I also use air dry clay for decorating with the flowers. So make sure you look out for the Character Craft shows on Hochanda. I hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Jenny Mays from Hobby Art. Hobby Art's a family-run company, and we've been designing and manufacturing stamps for over 28 years now. We have an extensive range of clear and rubber stamps, and we're proud that they're all manufactured in Britain. Whatever your style, there's always something that will interest you with Hobby Art stamps. Crafting is my passion, and I love teaching. I love sharing my ideas with other people. This is why I enjoy being part of the Hochanda family, because I have the time to share my ideas, maybe open a door for somebody and give them the confidence to start stamping. So make sure you join me, Jenny Mays, on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Hochanda on this Tuesday morning. Great to have your company, and it's great to see this lady back again.
Hello.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm really well, thank you.
This is Irene, if you'd not met her
Hello.
before. Been a while since you've been here, hasn't it?
It's August. I think it was
Is it
August.
August?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably about 6 weeks, maybe. I'm losing track. I think about 6 weeks.
Now, Irene brings us something that's very, very traditional, something that's been around for literally centuries, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It started, but like you say, centuries years ago, where the farmers were obviously doing their crops and they needed something to hold, you know, fruit and vegetables, etc. in. So they started weaving with the things in the ground, which was flowers and strands of leaves, and they started making it into a type of basket weave. And then people like the Vikings came along, and then the sailors, and then the human beings like myself from the 20th century, turning a fantastic braid into using satin ribbon.
So now
fabulous.
you can make fantastic jewellery out of
Yeah.
it. And to start with, this is a great kit. If you've never done this before, this is what you need to invest in today. It's only £10.99 to get started. And you can choose any of these 3 colours. So the colours choices are teal, grey or gold. So there's the grey one, the teal one you just saw, and then the gold one is just there. And you've got all the fixtures and the findings that you need to actually make this bracelet from start to finish. And the most important thing as well, you don't always need to use this, but it's a great way to actually start because it makes it so much easier. This is your braiding wheel, which you've included in the starter kit as well.
Yeah, we can do the braid, freeform weaving, but sometimes people need that little extra help. And it's a lovely, soft, versatile board that is very comfortable to fit inside the hand.
And it's numbered as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a technique to it, obviously, which is quite repetitive. Once you start it, it becomes second nature.
Yep.
And we'll show you that a bit later on. But if you want to try the starter kit with full instructions as well, nice idea would be to maybe record the show too.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people have asked, you know, to get plenty of demos in, so that's what we're going to try and do today.
And you get everything you need to make it. And it's really, really quite forgiving. It's kind of one size fits all. It's quite stretchy.
Yeah.
But you get the silver tone fastening on the blue option, the teal. You get a gold tone fastening on the gold, and then you actually get one that's been made for you specifically, a gunmetal grey one on the black, which is rather lovely.
Yeah.
They're all lovely, actually. And you do get, of course, your weave board with it as well. £10.99, so a really inexpensive way to get started with.
Yeah, and obviously it fits all sizes, so you can cut it to size because it's a satin ribbon. It fits from as little as a 6-inch wrist. Even smaller for a child one if you didn't want to use the actual clasp, going up to a gentleman's size, so it's all stretching, fits all.
Great. OK, now next we've got, I know this is going to be very popular, especially for this time of the year, we've got the poppy kits. Now, you've got a choice of 2 sets that you can choose from, red and white or purple and white, and there's enough satin ribbon in here and the attachments to make 2 from scratch.
Yep.
And obviously Remembrance Sunday's on the way, so obviously still donate to the charities that you would do normally, but it's nice to have a slightly different poppy maybe from anybody else.
Yeah, I think the good thing about this is that what I've researched and listened to my customers when I do shows and exhibits is that I always thought, obviously the flowers I do in the range of the Callanash range are a flower. However, a lot of people loved my poppy version, and I didn't think about it at the time, which is a bit naughty because I am married to a military man,
right.
Which now isn't a military man, but he was. And the poppy's quite sentimental to me. And I made it in red, and then I made a bag in it as well.
Right.
And that's on my Facebook page. But I was speaking to a customer, and she said to me, would I do it in a purple? And I said, oh, there's, you know, over 90 colours in the range that I do. And I said, why would you like a purple one? And the actual reason for a purple poppy is to do with all the animals that got killed in the war.
Also animals?
Yeah,
OK.
yeah. So animals. The white one is for peace. And then the red one is what we tend to have traditional that we represent for people.
Hence why we have 2 kits for you to choose from. You can have the red and the white one today for £19.99, and also you get the brooch backs and everything you need to make it. Or you can go for the purple and the white as an option as well. That's also £19.99. I never knew that about the purple one.
I know. You know, finding it out was really quite nice to know because you get to speak to people, and you know. But the thing is, the poppy's not just for that reason. You can wear it on any coat. So you know that once you've learnt this technique and you've done the poppy, a lot of people make them in the Christmas colours and then put them on a nice black coat with a nice comfortable scarf and wear it that time of day as well.
OK,
so.
down the cans, because we've got lots to squeeze into our preview, then we'll show you how easy it is to do the braid. This necklace is quite striking, actually. I love this. And you've got everything in the kit to make it. So all the braid that you need, or satin ribbon that you need. made, plus all the beads that will make these little extra dangling attachments, these wonderful decorative. It's almost like a jacket, because this slides up and down, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the good thing about this is that I tend to wear a lot of polo necks in the winter, and I just slide the beads to match my polo neck. However, if I wear a V-neck or a round neck, you can move the beads, so they're actually adjustable, because I love movement in my jewellery. Obviously, the flexibility of the stretch of this, or that. The other thing a lot of people do, I used to be a teacher in FE college, and we were very strict about what we could wear. We wasn't allowed to wear jewellery, so I sort of bent the rules a little bit. And I made this in our colours of the college that the teachers had to wear, and I used it for my lanyard.
Why
so
not?
I clipped it onto my lanyard.
Good idea. And also, coming into the winter time, maybe if you're wearing like a lot of dark colours, maybe you wear black quite a bit, or dark brown or whatever, then having a splash of pink like this really will liven up an outfit, wouldn't it?
Really cheers it up, especially that lovely plain black dress for going out, and then, you know, maybe you're going to a works do after work, then put a different colour jacket on to match your necklace.
Yeah, and you can adjust, of course, the size of the V depending on the type of top you've got, the sort of neckline you're wearing as well. So £19.99 is the price for that, and it's £939258. Moving on back to bracelets, though, and you're wearing one of these.
Yeah,
there's a
I like
set.
this one.
You can choose whichever one. It's quite Celtic look, I think, to this. You've got a choice of 3 colour options.
Spring.
That's the spring one,
Yeah.
is it? So we were debating which one was which earlier on. This one is spring, so if you love your oranges and yellows, greens, browns and creams, that's spring.
Autumn.
This one is your autumn, which we're obviously in at the moment. And then this one
Is winter.
winter.
Yeah.
So there's your winter.
I was
all
thinking
kind
of the
light
ice
blues.
for
Yeah.
the winter, you know, because I think we might get a bit of snow.
You never
The
know. They say the
forecast by
Arctic
Irene.
winds are coming our way, they say.
Yeah.
So you get everything you need to make it, including the lovely substantial decorative clasp. It's a magnetic clasp on here as well. And you've also, of course, got all of these beautiful silver tone beads, which you can use to kind of punctuate the bracelet as well. Really lovely. Does it take very long to do this?
It looks technical, doesn't it? But it doesn't. So it really doesn't. So just do your weaving whenever you want to. So there's the 5 braids that are cut to size. You just slide on your beads. I like to make my kits effective but not difficult.
Right.
So each strand will hold 5 beads. Slide them on. And then basically you'll snip the ends, you'll attach them into the magnetic clasp, let that dry, do the other side, and you're ready to go. But
There you go.
I'm going to do a little demo on that as well.
Brilliant. OK, well, if you want to go for any of those, have a little look on the website, see which colourway you'd like to go, or just ask the operator. And don't forget, there's a freedom price on that as well. That is a brilliant price, actually, $11.69 for a really chunky cuff, and it looks great on.
Yeah,
You've got one
it
there.
is lovely. It's quite effective. Again, you know, the colours, they all tend to go really well. I was surprised when I started Cal and Ash how many people struggle with colour coordination, putting colours together, and it was something that I found quite comfortable and easy to do. But a lot of people say to me, Irene, can you help me put these colours together? And I say, yep. And that's why I like the kits to be ready for you, because you're learning a new technique, and once you've got it, and off you go to make many more.
Now, you've probably noticed Irene's stunning necklace she's wearing at the moment. It is like an Egyptian collar that she's got on. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We've got these in a choice of colours. You can either have the mauve and the purple, or we can go for the gold option. Now, the purple one has got the silver tone cuffs. And then the gold version, of course, has got the gold tone cuffs. But it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands of braid to make this fantastic collar.
Yeah.
And with what you're wearing as well, this looks amazing.
Yeah, thank you. They're slide-on beads again, so it's not difficult. I do put it as an intermediate one. It isn't really, but it's the concentration of learning where you need to slide the beads. So because there is 6 in the technique. So what I did do is that the one that I've made a template. So what I've decided to do is take the template into your kit. It's a drawing, I'll show you in a little while. And basically all you do is glue the one end together again, nice and easy once you've made your braids, and you randomly slide on the beads.
Right.
So you don't have to follow my braid instruction. However, Dave, what I have noticed, which is maybe when I put the kits together on a financial side from myself, I've given you that much ribbon. You've got enough left over to probably make another 2 bracelets. So I'll show you how much braiding ribbon I've got left for you.
Great, OK. Well, it is a great project to start, and it looks incredible when it's on as well. So the purple or the gold choice is yours. You get everything you need. And there's a freedom price on this as well of £22.49 delivered as well. So 304267. One more item to squeeze in. Actually, a couple more items. We've got this item, which is your fabric glue. Now, if you're wondering what glue to actually put your braids into the clasps with, this is the actual glue you need. Really, really strong. It's kind of industrial glue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pocket-sized one, because a lot of people always tend to ask me what glue, because any glue will work as long as it's suitable for materials and your findings. However, I like to know that if you're going to, invest in the kit and spend so much time making one of the items, you need the right glue, and this is great because it's pocket size and you get absolutely loads of loads of bracelets made from that, because there's a lot in there than what you think. But it does do metals and corks and things like that as well.
And you are getting some extra findings as well.
Yeah.
You get 2 of the kind of barrel and lobster claw class findings. You get one in the gunmetal grey, one in the gold. That is magnetic, is it?
Yeah, magnetic one. And the good thing about the magnetic one, just to give you a top tip, is when you actually made your braid, put the braid into it first, let it dry, and then your magnetic clasp will open more. Because that's one of the things that people do. They go to put their magnetic clasp onto something and feel they have to open it first. Don't. The secret is when you're a beader, when you're a calenasher, what you want to do is just put your actual finished bracelet into the clasp first, or necklace, let that dry, manufacturer's instructions, and then it will open easier.
OK, well, that's £13.49. That's a freedom price as well, so it's an extra special discount and a delivered price. And then finally, we've got the octopus keyring. Now, this is really quite cool. I like this.
I love this one, I really do.
Oh, it could be a bag charm, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people have plain handbags, and it just pops it, gives it that bit of colour. But the good thing about it is it's soft and it's quite easy to find your keys in your bag.
Yeah.
And it's colourful. So when you're looking in probably inside a dark handbag, you see the key, it's there. However, I've given you 15 strands of ribbon. So you don't have to have all that ribbon for the key rings. You can make up to 4 key rings with this, because you can detach one of the connections that Dave's got in his hand now. However...
So that could actually be 2, couldn't it? You could take that ring off, use that separately, and use that lobster claw separately.
That's it, yeah, perfect. But the thing is, the ribbon that you've got as well, you can use that to make more bracelets.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you can overstitch the ribbon together, because it is a material, and just have elasticated bracelet. And then probably put some of your own beading stash on to the ribbon little braids that you've made. But this is a great starter kit to incorporate key rings, especially as a present for gentlemen as well, by the way. Sometimes you never know what to have for them.
And also, tassels are massive at the moment. I suppose this is almost like an extension of a tassel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's therapeutic, it's really therapeutic.
And I'm quite touchy-feely with things like jewellery and stuff like that, so, yeah.
Yeah,
Fab.
And all the ribbon is ASO tested. That means that you won't get any dye release. So if it's a bracelet, necklace, or obviously key rings, and if you're in one of those real big stressful meetings and you're twiggling your key rings and you're thinking, oh, I need something to do, it's therapeutic. Keep that in your hand.
£24.99. That gets you enough to make at least 4 key rings there, or bag charms, whatever you want to do. And that was the item number on the screen, which is gone by. OK, 30 strands of ribbon we've got as well. If you want that, that's available separately at £10.50. 678549 is your item number there. So if you've already got the glue and things like that, but you just want to stock up on ribbon, then there you go. £10.50 the price. You get a lot for your money. Now, any questions, of course, that you've got, feel free to message in. It's studio@hochanda.com if you've got any questions or queries. And also, we were talking before we went on with Craft Price Drop earlier, you've got some new things to look out for next year, haven't you, as well?
Yeah. I've got the next braided board, which I'll be bringing to you in January.
Right.
So that's really good. So whereas we're focused on the 3-strand weave today, the next one will be 4-strand weave. And with that, you can do 2 techniques. So you can do the round, and then you can do the square technique as well.
Right.
So there's lots of different ones. We go from, say we, meaning me. I've invented probably 6 different types of weaving, and I'm hoping to bring all that into boards to complement the freeform weaving technique as well.
OK, great.
But today it's focused on the 3-strand, because a lot of people are learning that technique, and hopefully they'll follow me with all the ambitious ideas I have, and we can get started on that, hopefully.
Now, back to the very beginning then, and this is a great place to start, because you've got a choice of 3 different colours, and you get the board with this as well. So once you've got the board, you've got it. You don't need it again. But it is important to point out you don't need the board to do all of the kits. You can do it freehand if you wish, but the board just makes it a little bit easier. And with the first kit, perfect place to start. You can choose either your gold, your grey, or your, what do you call that one, blue?
Yeah.
Or
Teal.
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 So teal's got the silver tone, the gold obviously has got the gold tone caps, and then the black has got the gunmetal grey caps as well. And you get the board, which is just here.
Yep. So I'm just in a little bit of freeform. So people that buy the Callanash kits, and if they've got the instructions in, like the entwined necklace or entwined or Egyptian necklace, but the entwined bracelet, if they buy those kits and they don't want to purchase the board and they know how to do the weaving technique, that's fine because all the instructions are in there. You get written and picture instructions to guide you on the way. However, a lot of people like the board because it shows them the technique without being freeform.
Right.
So I'm just going to quickly show you freeform. So say that you purchase the entwined bracelet and one of the kits that hasn't got the board with it. Basically what you'll do is you'll be asked to get a bundle of ribbon which is cut to size. You will then tie the ends together, which I'll show you in a little while. And what you will do is you will hold it with the middle finger and the thumb and look at it from a bird's eye view.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to choose by colour. So there's lots of ways you can go. You can go by a number system or you could go by a colour system. I'm going to say that my cerise pink is going to be at a 12 o'clock position. And then this one is going to be a pale pink, which is at my 4. And then this one is going to be, so we've got a 12, sorry, where am I thinking? 2, 12, 4 and 8 position.
Right.
Okay, so this one is 12. It's going to go in between the 2 of those braids. Okay, so it sits in between the 2 bottom number ones. And then my right one, because obviously we're on the telly, so my next one will be my pale pink, goes over. And then the one that sits over the back of my hand is my connecting braid, so that's going to go over the previous one and through. Okay.
Yeah.
And what that does is as I pull them flat, it's very important to keep the ribbons flat. What will happen then, Dave, is that I need to just tweak it and I will be looking for a triangle position.
Which you can see, yeah.
Yep, okay. Now, if I'm going to buy the colours that I'm thinking of, because you can do these in a plain colour, but when we do them in the kits, I always put a rainbow kit, as I call it, so that you can go by colour code. So I'll just do it one more time and then we'll go onto the board. So, top one sits between the 2 of them, which is how I tend to demo it at these shows.
Yeah.
The right side, over. One over the back of the hand, thread through. Yep, through 12 o'clock and exit out at 1 o'clock because it's a rotating. And that's all there is to the braid, basically. But the secret is keep the ribbons flat, look for no gap in the middle and give it a little tweak. Now, that's as easy as it is, and that's as quick as it is.
And I can imagine once you get the kind of momentum going, it doesn't take long before the actual bracelet starts to take shape.
Yeah.
So it is simple to do with just your fingers, but if you do want the board will make it even easier, and it's a good place if you're a beginner, obviously.
Yeah.
Can you, I suppose it does make a slight twist, does it?
Yeah, so what you can do is when you wear the bracelet, you put it like this and it's flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is great example for when we're doing the populator on, so bear this in mind. As you see these 3 strands, you can see each colour becomes a line, so there's guidance, so that also helps you again. However, if you want to wear it like that, it's fine, but then if you want to just twist it.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah.
And it makes it look like a rope.
Yeah, and then what you do then is and then you don't even have to undo these, so you put them on there and they fit
cool.
lovely. Yeah,
I like
so
it
really
both
good.
ways, actually, but
Yeah.
twisted is quite attractive, isn't it?
And the other thing is, Dave, if I want to do them again, so that's twisted. However, what happens then is if it was too long for me, what I can do is just tie a knot in it and then put it into a knot form as well.
Because
So
the
then
knot looks attractive. That could be a lover's knot, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, totally. So there you go, there's your lover's knot. So 2 of them together. So if you've got 2 of the kits, because you want one to wash and one to wear, as they say. But a lot of people, I had a lady run up to me at a stand once and said, "I'm so glad you're here." And I said, "Is everything okay?" I go to London every day on the train and I braid, but I'm scared of losing my board, so I want another board. So that was great. So she has one to wash and one to wear. Yeah, so that's an idea.
I do
there.
love the look of this one as well, because I'd wear this, absolutely.
That's
Look
what
at
I call the basket weave. So these are things that I would love to bring and get people to get into it. And that's a flat weaving technique, and it looks a little bit intricate, but it's great. And I'll be honest, I made that in Spain last week while we had a rainy day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You did it in one day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm
really
a
lovely,
little
I like
bit
that.
savvy, I'm a little bit, you know, and then this has got a flat braid on it as well. So there's loads that we're going to go and
Well,
move on
the
with.
exciting thing is that you can start off today maybe with one of those bracelets, give it a go, see how you get on with it. You'll make that bracelet, I'm sure, in next to no time. It doesn't take long for the actual braid to kind of take shape. And that would only be £10.99, and then you can look forward to shows that Irene's going to do in the future. Back in January, she's bringing some new things. Then you can take it a little bit further and do different techniques.
Yep. So this is another idea for you. Now, the board is invented in a soft, flexible board. It was tested a few times because some of them were too hard. And you've got to remember, this is satin ribbon. So if I use one of the basic boards that are out there, they've got a larger hole, they're bigger board, and this has got a clicking process in it. So I had it made specially for satin ribbon. However, you can do, you know, small bracelets like this with it. So you use one strand of CBs like you had on the price drop this morning.
Yeah,
they will be perfect. It's got a cord and then it's got a cotton cord. You just leave one without any beads on it because of the hole of the braided board is so small you can't fit the looping big reel inside. So you need to think about that.
Does the board act like a spare pair of hands then? Does it hold on to things for
Brilliant.
you? Right.
Yeah, perfect. So what we're going to do then is, that's your board. You can go by numbers. Again, you get written and colour instructions. It's nice, flexible, fits in the hand. Okay, so it's comfortable. Then what you can do, I use a permanent pen and I start just drawing over it.
Okay.
Okay, so all you'd have to do, this pops it of an evening. So I just colour around the board. And if you wanted to, you could turn around and say, well, just take your time and colour around it. Okay, we won't do that because it's not a colouring one. And there we go, it pops it.
So yeah, makes it stand out a bit
Yep.
easier. Yep. And you've also got numbers there as well.
Yep, and the other thing is you could do different colours, but you can do each one, so it could be every other hole, because that's how the rotate works. So let me show you how this works together.
Okay.
Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to get your 4 strands of ribbon that comes with it. You'll get that. You'll get a clasp. In fact, you get the gold one with that one. So you will get your clasp, which you use a small amount of glue that's suitable for findings and ribbon. Obviously, I'd recommend this one, but there are ones on the market that will suffice. And then what we do then is we've got this, and we've got this, and we've got the board, and we're ready to go. And a picture instructions. So you'll take your 3 strands of ribbon, because they're cut to size. However, you can cut them to the length you want them to be. And any leftovers, please save, because we can go on to things like the key rings later on.
When you say cut to size, is that for an average size wrist?
Yeah, that's this size here, Dave.
Right.
So it'll fit me, but it'll fit you as well.
Okay. Because I wear an 8-inch, I've got a bangle on, I wear an 8-inch bracelet, so just to prove a point.
Don't undo it, just pop it on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, either.
Okay.
Me being bossy.
No, it's all right. I'll do it up. I didn't want to stretch it or risk some. Hang on.
Yeah.
Crikey, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Blimey.
But you don't know you've got it on, it's so soft.
No, it
and
is
light,
incredibly
isn't it?
light, absolutely.
Yeah. The only thing that will start to get heavy is when you start putting other gemstones on there. So you can use lots of different beads to complement the weave. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to knot the ends and we're going to place them through. And in the instructions it will tell you to pop one into number, let's go for the orange, 1, 3 and 5, so it's odd numbers.
Now the gold, which we're using at the moment, that's the most popular of all the options. That's approaching a quarter of the stock gone.
I love this colour. Really like it. And then what we do, we've got a number system, but what I found is if you hold it in the middle of your fingers at the back, okay, put your thumb on there, and I tend to move my thumb as I rotate, and that helps me go from the hole for tension and onto the number, and that gives me the right amount of loop. Keep your ribbons flat, it's really important. Now I'm going to show, listen, I'm going to explain to you a technique that I found lots of people understood while I was at demos. So all I do is top to bottom, turn, top to bottom, turn. That's crisscross now, okay, because the first one will be a little bit wobbly because obviously the length. And then what I do is over and under, top to bottom. You can hear it clicking in. Okay, now...
And that helps you to keep the tension right, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and what I do is I put my thumb on there, and if I tweak the 3 of them, it really helps. Okay, so I'll do the orange again. Top to bottom, turn, top to bottom, turn.
Does it matter which one you start with?
No, not really. Once you get going, no, because it's rotated.
Right.
But because this one's over, you can see this one's coming over and this one's under. I haven't got any more ribbons to go, so I know I've got to go over and under. 3 moves, 3 ribbons, and it's over and under. So over and under.
And once you get into the rhythm of it, it's incredibly simple, and you'll be making bracelets galore before you know it. You really will.
Yep. And then I'm just going back to keep having the orange because I can do that. And that's all we've got to do. Okay? So once we've done that, we've got the braid. and then you can see it's sort of starting to grow already, and I pull it down. But when I've finished, I can do that, and then off I can go. Or if I think, oh, my ribbon's come out, what do? I can just go back in.
So you can really take this anywhere you like. You can do it on the train, you can do it on the bus, you can do it as a passenger in the car.
Yeah.
Even on a plane you can do it.
Yeah. Can't give you that one because that's the number 8 one. That's the next board that I was showing you,
okay,
Dave.
right.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Is that to do square and that sort of thing?
Yeah, the round and the square. Yeah. I'm quite pleased with it because it did take a little while for me to invent it, but I've got the clicking with it and it doesn't damage the ribbon, which is fantastic.
And you can hear and feel that click, so it helps you
Yeah.
keep the tension right. It gives you that confidence. It becomes like a second pair of hands.
Yeah, I've had so many people, and I must say a thank you to a lot of people, especially, I hope you don't mind, but elderly ladies that absolutely love my technique, that are beaders, they're really good beaders, and they say I'd love to do it, but I'm struggling a little bit. So that's why I invented it, and it's really helped.
Now, I think what a lot of you are doing, judging by what's proving popular this morning, a lot of you are going for the starter bracelet. So you'll obviously get your wheel, you get your fixtures and findings and enough ribbon to make a bracelet. But then a lot of you are looking at the extra ribbon that we had available for £10.50 down the bottom, 30 strands of ribbon. You can make loads more bracelets and things like that. Approaching a quarter of the stock of that's gone now as well, and that's 678549. So if you go for those two things, you'll spend just over £20, about £21.50 or thereabouts, and you'll have the disc, the actual board, and loads of ribbon to make loads of things.
Well, the 30 strands of ribbon, so you're going to make what,
10 bracelets.
Yeah, and then if you learn the full weave and things like that, you just keep them. But if you've got any leftover bits of those ribbon, card makers, scrapbookers, make some little bows and put them on your cards.
And think
No
about
wastage.
also what you'd sell them for at the craft fairs. We're coming up to the, the seasonal time of the year where the Christmas fairs will be starting in the next few weeks, I would have thought. So you've got plenty of time, hopefully, to, if you do say one an evening or something like that, you could have about, maybe 15, 20 bracelets that you could flog at the craft fairs and the Christmas fairs.
I have a lot of people make the bracelets, quite easy. I do a lot of commissions for people, and that's where it started from, really, Dave, was that I love doing the Callanash weaving. And it is time consuming, so don't undersell your product. This is a skill that you're learning, but you incorporate it with many things, and it's really great. But I sell a lot of the bracelets where I put gemstones with them, and people ask me, can I do it in a certain stone that they like, and I choose colours and I complement them. Any gemstones that I've got at home. I just use those and I complement it with the braid. So it's another technique to help work with your jewellery finding.
Just to let you know, if you want the gold version of the starter, approaching 40% of the stock has gone, so that's going to get you the board, it's going to get you your satin ribbon as well, and it's also going to get you, of course, your gold-toned fixtures and clasp too. £10.99, teal, grey or gold, that's the choice. And if you do want to go for the extra strands of ribbon, the 30 strands of ribbon, they're on the bottom, 678549, just £10.50 for that. And you can make at least 10 bracelets out of that 30 strands because you're using 3 strands for each bracelet.
Yeah.
OK, now next we're going to go on to what I call, it looked a bit like Celtic, this wonderful bracelet.
That's right. Now, don't worry about the way that you're going to plait this. It helps as I used to be a hairdressing teacher, so hopefully I'm going to explain this really well to you. What I'd like you to do first is your magnetic clasp. Obviously, like we said, is there, so it's nice and easy. And what I've done is I've done the braid, whether you're doing it freehand or whether you're going to be doing it on the braided board. And then what you do then is all you've got to do is take your beads that are in the kit and just slide them on where you want them to. That's as easy as it is. So I've done that bit for you. And what I've done, a lot of people do ask the question, is it okay to snip the ends of the braid? Will it come undone? Well, if you sort of do lots of, disco dancing with it, as we say in our day, then yes, it will come undone. But all you've got to do then is just, weave it back again and put it together. Right. But then what I do is I snip off the end for neatness. And I do that when I do any of the bracelets as well. Okay, so it's a single one, whether it's got a handful of them. I always snip that off, and even so when I make the poppies as well. I always snip it off, it gives it a neater end. Catch the 3 strands of ribbon when you're doing a bracelet, perfect. However, with this one, I just snip off the ends.
Now, when you're using that glue, the 527 glue that you've got in one of the kits, how long is it before that's really, really rock solid, before you can wear the bracelet?
To be fair, I have made a bracelet and rushed out the door, and I think it's about 20 minutes.
Okay.
But, give it a good hour, or just pop it in your bag wherever you're going and take it out. I should think it'd be dry.
Okay, now if you want the kit that's got the glue in it, That's on the bottom of the screen. You've got 4 clasps and 5mm of the pocket glue. A quarter of the stock, wasn't it? Yeah, a quarter of the stock gone at $14.99. So if you want to get that today, you probably need that in conjunction with the 30 strands of ribbon to make the bracelet. You need the clasps, obviously, for that to work. £14.99 and it's 381811, your item number.
Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do is, obviously, we've made the braid, we've connected it just the one end with them, and I use a cocktail stick. It's really, really important. Or you can use a sharp pair of scissors. Now, please use sharp scissors because silk does need a nice little cut. Okay, so I always find a pair that have got a nice sharp edge on. So what I do then is I will add the glue in, and I will put that in first and let that dry. Now, you can weave this whatever way you want. You can do it tighter or looser. What I found, the easiest way I did was I worked from my left side. I'm going to say my left side. You can work from either side. If you're right-handed, go right. If you, whatever. But I go from the left side, and all I do is an over and under position. So I go over, under, over, under. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, next one. I don't change. I go over, under, over, under. Okay. Then I go over, under, over, under. All right, now.
Started to like a Celtic weave.
Yeah. But what I found was if I keep doing it, and what I would like to do is have the colour code there to match here. So that's sort of hopefully what we might get round to. Probably won't happen because I'm on telly. We'll see.
Also, if you want to position the beads in a slightly different way after you've done the plait, you want to put them in the centre of a little strip, then you can do it. You can slide them along, can't you?
It's true.
You don't actually glue them in or anything like that.
No, they're slidable. So that's perfect now. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this around because that will help me a little bit. And now, I do recommend that you sew this because it helps. However, I'm just going to snip it off, and hopefully in Einstein we might get round to it. Please don't worry about this. People just go, I've had so many gasps.
And you imagine it's going to all unravel, don't you?
I've just braided for half an hour to an hour and you've just snipped it off. Yeah, but don't worry, it'll be fine.
It's not going to go anywhere or do anything.
Yep, so that one's there. That one's going to be there. So is that one over? Under, yep, we'll have that one there. And then we'll have that one there like that. There. So let's just pop that in there, hopefully all being well. Let's move it that way.
Do you have to use quite a bit of glue, or...?
No, not at all. So what I do need to do is take that end off because I need it. Then what I would do then is just hold them nice and neat. I line in the glue. And then I thread it through there. When you fill up a clasp, I would always say do probably a quarter. Okay,
a quarter of fillet with glue.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Don't go too mad.
Because it's oozing out all over the place.
Yeah. So now I actually stitch this, but for the telly, I'm not going to. So please say a little prayer.
I've got faith.
Okay, thanks. I did find, honestly, I know I said it and I'm not doing it, but a cocktail stick I found is really good. Now, because I do this quite a bit, you might hopefully say, yeah, she's done okay. Don't worry about that little bit.
It's looking all right so far.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
It's all right.
Doing all right for early in the morning. There you are. So you can see it doesn't take long really to come together, does it?
No, not at all.
Okay. There we go. And all we need to do, that's neat. Get the other side. Yep, perfect. Let it dry to manufacturer's instructions, and then we finished it. It's going to come round like that.
There we go.
Come in a lovely bracelet.
Brilliant. So you've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 braids in total, plaited together. It's only £11.69, which is a brilliant price when you consider you've got so much of the satin ribbon there, and you've also got the magnetic clasp too. Then you need the glue, obviously, which is on the bottom of the screen. You've got the 4 clasps with the 5mm of the jewellery glue for £14.99. That's 381811. Now the website's got everything, and we can go down the counter and remind you of what's in the show as well. But it's all there. If you want to make your own poppy this year, still donate to the good causes, obviously, but where maybe, a poppy that's a little bit different to anybody else's. And one that you've made yourself makes it even more special as well. You can sell what you make, by the way, no problem. That's what a lot of you are going for, the 30 strands of ribbon, because if you go for the first item, which is like the beginner's kit with the actual board itself, 5-star review there from someone that's bought this in the past, that's what you're going to be getting. You can make at least 10 bracelets out of that, provided you've, of course, got the fixtures, the findings, the glue and the board. Not that you need the board, but the board just makes it that much easier. Okay, I'll remind you of the kits then that we've got, and then we'll go back to Irene with some more demonstrations. So this is where it can all start for you. Full pictured instructions come included in the kit, which shows you exactly how to prepare your board, how to load it with the ribbon, of course, as well. It's incredibly lightweight. You don't even know it's in your fingers, to be honest, but it means that you can take it wherever you go, and it's like having a second pair of hands on this. And you can see, hopefully, the numbers have been etched in there as well. If you want to kind of make that a little bit brighter with like a paint pen or a Posca pen or something, you can do that. So that's the actual board, and then you just choose. Do you want to go for the black, do you want to go for the gold, or do you want to go for the teal? The black one comes with the kind of gunmetal grey clasp. Approaching a third of the stock gone there on the grey one, or black. It's called grey, isn't it? Yeah. There's the gold, which has got the gold tone clasp. That's half stock gone now as well for the gold one. And then the last option has got the silver tone finish, is a third of the stock gone. So that is the teal. For £10.99, you get the board, which of course is reusable again and again and again. And it's Irene's interpretation of the board. It's got that click technology. It doesn't damage the satin ribbon at all, but it just holds everything really nicely in place. Great for keeping your tension up as well. Obviously, you'll get to a point when you're doing the braiding that you'll think, oh, I don't need that anymore. I can do it with my hands and my fingers, which is obviously what Irene does. But for beginners, it's a really good tool to have. Then we've got the poppy. We'll show you this, I'm sure, soon, how to actually go about braiding your own poppy. You get a choice of two options, red and white or purple and white. Red and white, the red one obviously is the most traditional colour for all of us. The white is for peace, a symbol of peace. So you're getting those two together with all the brooch backs and everything else you need, and also the little seed beads to make the poppy seeds in the centre for £19.99. And then the purple one is pet related, which or animal related, which I never realised, but that's symbolising the animals that obviously that fell during the World War. So that's the significance of the purple one, and the white one for peace again as well. That's 149727. Everything you need, apart from, of course, the board, which you can get in the first item. 149727. Then we've got the Donna necklace. Now, this is the Callanash Donna necklace. This is huge. It's wonderfully long, but it's also very versatile. So if in the wintertime you're wearing sometimes high necks, maybe turtleneck tops, you can have it quite high, like a choker style with a lariat falling down. If you're wearing a plunging neckline, maybe on an evening dress, and you want to have it to kind of mirror the shape of the neckline, you can just quite simply move this jacket of beads along to whatever length you want, so you have whatever neckline you want. You get the seed beads included to make these little jackets, and you get, of course, the whole ream, long strands of that fantastic satin pink ribbon, enough to make that gorgeous necklace. So that is £19.99, and it's £939,258. Then we go on to the bracelet that we just showed you, actually. Now, this is the entwined. This is the one that, to me, looks like very much like a Celtic inspiration. The autumn's the most popular. This one that I'm holding up is the spring. That's that one, with the gold, the orange, the green and the brown. The autumn is this one, lovely rich tones there. Isn't that gorgeous? Gunmetal grey, dark greens and blacks and burgundies. And then the last one is the winter, because you've got all kind of frosty ice blues and so on. Really lovely. So you choose which you'd like. You get all the ribbon and you get the clasps, and you also get these round beads, which you can basically thread onto the braid and put it wherever you want. £11.69 is the freedom price, really good price for that actually. 940120 your item number. Now we move on to what looks like a collar, and this is what actually Irene's got on. She's wearing the gold one. Here though we've got the purple with the silver discs, or silver tubes they are actually, but you can see here, look at that. Look at the amount that you've got there, and it does become basically a collar around your neck. Really lovely. But again, if you're wearing maybe a high neckline, a jumper or something like that in the winter time, again, that around it will just give you that extra bit of lift. £22.49 is a freedom price, so that's the purple option. The one that Irene's wearing is, not surprisingly, the most popular because it's been kind of around her neck all morning, so you've been looking at it and seeing it. Lovely colours, though. Approaching a quarter of the stock of this is gone. We've not even really talked about it very much. And again, everything you need to make it is included apart from the glue. And that's 304267. Then the glue and the findings with the clasps. Now you're going to get 4 clasps, so enough to make 4 bracelets or necklaces. You're going to get the tube of glue, of course, as well, which is a professional jewellery glue. Approaching 40% of this is gone. So a lot of you are going for that, and also the extra strands of satin ribbon as well. So you maybe you're going freestyle, you're just needing some more of the furniture to make your pieces. There they are, £14.99, and that's a new set today. Then finally, there's a freedom price on that as well, £13.49, so another £1.50 off. That's delivered. And then we've got the octopus at the end here, the octopus keyring. But having said that, it could be a tassel if you wanted it to be. Tassels are very fashionable at the moment, and that's really what it looks like as well as an octopus. And you get lots of strands of satin ribbon, and you get potentially 4 clasps on this, because this one, if you wanted to separate it, you could take that loop off and use that as a keyring, use that as a keyring. You've got the little cap to go on for the octopus legs. You've got another keyring piece of furniture there as well. So all of that and all of those strands, you get 15 strands of ribbon, so you can make certainly at least 4 keyrings out of this, possibly even more, for £24.99. That's 818765, your item number there. Now, if you're spending over £60, if you're thinking about going for a few things, and maybe it's coming to £62, £63, you can, if you want to, spread the cost with Flexi. Anyone that spends over £60 can have the option of a Flexi order. Leonie will tell you more.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Yeah, Leonie's here later on today, and yes, you can, with any order that's over £60, spread the cost. Why not? OK, now, Irene's my guest, and we're talking braiding today. And last time, I don't know if you were watching the show that Irene and I did last time, she brought in this little purse, and I thought it was absolutely cute. There it is. It's been braided beautifully. It's like a little keyring purse, maybe for the car park or something like that.
Yeah, the pound coin one.
Yeah, and you said that you were doing a bigger one.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. It is finished. Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? It's
It
gorgeous.
puffs out quite well.
It
I wasn't
does.
sure. I found the lining a little bit tricky, but I've worked that out now. So that will be in a kit soon, and a little template and everything. So,
That's how far you can take it if you want to.
yeah, probably about a 60-hour
Was it?
moment. Yeah, like the other handbag I did, but hey-oh, it's worth it, isn't it?
Now, the poppies, bearing in mind we're at that time of year where obviously we're going to be wearing our poppies with pride and so on, why not have, and more people these days are having kind of their own take on the poppy. There are ceramic ones out there, you know, kind of enamelled ones, some that are made, some that are purchased. The paper poppy obviously is what we're used to seeing, but why not still donate to the good cause, but wear something that you've had made yourself with a bit of TLC?
Totally.
I like the idea of that.
Absolutely.
And you can make a little one as well as a larger one if you want to. But it's enough to make 2 poppies in the kit though, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. And also, if you've got another cylinder, you can make the little bling to go on top there, because some people like the bling, don't they? So they can do that as well. So basically, in your kit, you'll get everything for you. So once again, you don't have to have the braid. However, you get full instructions, written and colour, picture, step-by-step images. So what you do is you take your braids and then you'll braid them all like it asks you to in the manufacturer's instructions and information. And then what we do is we coil them round together.
Right.
Okay. So because of time factor, I want to get onto something else as well. We'll talk through the coiling process. So each strand you'll get 2 red, 1 black, and then you'll get a green one. Okay.
Yep.
And then what we do then, all you need is simple stitching, needle and thread. It's nothing too difficult. And what you'll do is you will take your thread, just bear with me a minute. Sorry about the coughing. I've had that silly tickly cough.
There's a lot of it going around.
Oh, I lost my voice last week, Dave. Everybody must have been so happy. Yippee, she's lost her voice.
That happened to me twice in a year, and I lost it for about 10 days. And when I do this for a living, I was a bit panicked. You know, I was
Hard,
like, where's
isn't
it
it?
gone? It's not coming back.
Yeah, totally. So what we do is you'll take your braid and you'll coil it round. And remember what I said about the actual technique of using the 3 colours, and you can see the line going round. Well, there's a little path there that you can follow. If you follow that, if not, and you want it twisted, but that's a top tip to keep it nice and neat and give you that sort of prettiness of structure. Okay, and all you would do is you would go, I haven't put a knot in the end of this, so hopefully, and what you'll do, and that's exactly the same concept as I've done the purse and the handbag as well, because we've got some of the purse kits on the website, I do believe, and we're going to keep coiling round and coiling round, in and out, and that's how you do it, and that hides your stitching. So what happens then is you're not seeing over stitching in a thread,
right.
And I've used a black thread just to show you this, but use a beading thread or a double cotton cord, whatever you want, and you literally go in and out, and stitch in and out.
So,
okay?
Irene, although we've shown you everything that's in the show this morning just a few seconds ago, there are other kits that you can look at if you go to the website and put in Kellernash, or just look at other items that are available from Irene's company. You'll see loads of other kits there. So
yeah.
maybe you're a bit more advanced than what we're doing today and you want to go a bit further, you can do.
Yeah, and you know what's great about your website is that you keep the footage on there for people to see. So people, when they have bought it, they don't have to worry about keep on, looking for help. It's on there.
I think we can show that. I think Lottie can put that up for you. If you just have a little look on the website, you'll see the kits that are in the show today, but then there's a shop by brand, and you can just put in Kellernash in that shop by brand section, and that will then bring up everything that you've brought us in the past and that's still available. Yeah. And there is also a little kind of view window as well, which is rather cool.
The Brodick board sold out last time, so if they are thinking of getting it, you probably find that they may need to get that quite quickly.
There we go. So we've just looked up Kellernash, and it comes up then. We put it in the search box, search box, and then it comes up with everything that's actually where it says search item code. Just put Kellernash in there. It will then bring up everything that's in this show, and also every other thing that is available from Irene's company. So there we go. Look, we've got some button brooch kits there. Yeah. We've got what else? There we are. Look, the little purse in pink or red.
And the bead stash is absolutely brilliant. There's loads in there, and you can make necklaces and use them towards all the braiding that you're doing. So.
I didn't realise that was in stock, so I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because there they are. Look, if you like the look of them, I've got them in front of me here.
Teamwork, Dave. Teamwork.
Teamwork, absolutely. There we go. 2 of them for $19.99. I think they make really thoughtful gifts, especially because they've been made by hand.
Yeah. Especially if it's, for your mum who always has that coin purse that she's always saying, "Where's a pound?"
And it's also, it's not too daunting. It's not a massive project, is it?
No, it's lovely. Definitely. Nice, easy, and all these are achievable, honestly. Okay, so what we've done now is same concept for the purse, which is what I've just showed you. And now we're going to make the poppies, so we make 2 alike. What I would like you to do is, what I've done, I snipped off the back, the actual knot at the back, picked up the 3 strands and overstitched it so I know it's all neat, okay? Then I've coiled it together, and where the knot is at the end, you can tidy it up. You don't have to cut it off, because what you're going to do is you're going to do one on top of the other one, and you can hide it like that.
Right.
And then what you would do is, I'm going to do it in black just to give you an idea so I can quickly show you, all right? In and out, yeah. So pretend that I've done that a few times. I've overlapped it, and this is the same as the sort of daisy flowers that I do, and I do a loopy-loo one, and so there's other different flowers that I do bring to you later on that you'll be able to achieve as well. Now that's the base. It's as simple as that once you've done it. Then what we're going to do is the smaller one, and we've got Christmas decorations as well.
Okay.
So these are the same concept as well. So there we go. We're going to sit that on top, and then. Or, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to do that, you could put this one on, which is another cylinder. And what I did was I put some bicones and sea beads on that. Okay.
That looks effective, yeah.
Yep, or you could do a button. So it could be as simple as, you could put the black piece on top, and then you can put a button on if you want to. Okay, because some people like the bling. I do put bling into mine, but think of this as a tool to go towards your bling stash. So if you're using bicones or pearls or anything like that, you can make a lovely necklace to complement the colours. And then all we do is we go up and down through the work. You would do it a bit quicker than I would and a bit more neater. Okay, I love to use beading thread because I don't find it catches. On my second DVD, because I have got a few DVDs out, my second DVD I got a knot in my cord. And I was trying to get through the footage and doing it, and I stabbed myself in the finger, and I drew blood, but I carried on.
You carried on like a trooper.
Oh, I did. Okay, so we've got to that section. Now what you do is you get some little sea beads in there from all them lovely sea beads you had on the show this morning, and all you do then is add one and go down. Okay.
Yep.
Now, a lot of people say, how do you do the actual leaf? So what I would do then, you don't have to unstitch it if you don't want to, but for time, what we'll do then is, so we've got that section done. All we need to do now is, this is as easy as it can be. Tidy this up yourself, obviously, catch your free ends. When I catch this one, I always go under the knot, and I do it that way. We'll do a few little over stitches. So we've done that. I do want to move on to the other one as well, so I want to show you that. And then what I do, to get the double leaf, all I do is push that in and go up. So I half it really, pleat it. You don't have to, you can do it one side longer than the other. So once we've done that, I'd stitch that there, then I'd stitch that at the back, like that.
Lovely.
Yeah, okay. And then what we do then is once that's all connected there, you've got the holes of the cylinder, and once again, you start to go through it, and you go up and down, basically through the cylinder. And then the connection piece, you get 3 little teeth on there, 4 little teeth, sorry. You will then, once it's connected, put that in there and you'll bend them over with a sharp tool, and that will hold the brooch in place.
Gotcha. And remember, you are getting enough to make 2 poppies in the set as well. So you've got, remember, the red and the white together, or you've got the purple and the white, and the purple stands for and signifies animals that were lost during the war. So never realised that until today, so I learned something new. Okay, so 1999 149 727 is your item number. Now, the other bracelet that we've got, this one, this is the single bracelet. This is the one that's proving very, very popular, the one that's at the start of the show. So we've got the gold option. The gold is very, very popular. So you've got the gold tone for the fixtures and findings. You've got the blue, or the teal as it's called, or you've got the grey option. You choose. You will get, of course, the actual disc as well. You will get the board, which has been designed by Irene as well. Half the stock of the teal has gone, half the stock of the grey has gone, and the gold option, 70% of the stock of that has gone, but you are going to get your board with it as well, which is basically this here, which of course is like another pair of hands really. It will hold onto your satin ribbon for you. All the other items in the show, of course, are proving popular as well. Also, lots of you going for the glue that comes with potentially enough to make 4 of those keychains as well. Half the stock of that's gone now as well, and that's the glue that you need to go put all the fixtures and findings on. And also lots of you going for the refill of the ribbon too. If you want the 30 strands of ribbon, that will allow you to make up to 10 bracelets with those 30 strands, and that is also coming up on the screen, I think. There we go. That is £10.50, and that's 678549, your item number.
Okay. That's sort of leftover ones that we've done.
Yep.
And then if you stitch them together, put some beads over the top, you actually get round to making a nice 3-way colour bracelet. So nothing is wasted. So
you can put charms on them as well if you want to.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Yeah.
Anything with a large hole, you can slide them on.
Right.
Sorry, I've got a tickly throat. This is all the leftover from the entwined
Okay.
bracelet.
We'll get you a glass of water.
I've got one.
Oh, you got it down there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what, while we're just clearing our throat, let me just give you details of if you want to join Freedom, remember, you can do that right now. It's 88888, your item number, and it's £6.97 for Freedom membership, okay? They've also got the other items in the show that we can have a little look at for you too. So there is the starter, that's the starter kit, and then this is the Donna necklace, which is the longest necklace of the entire show in a beautiful bright pink. And you also get the seed beads as well, which you make into little jackets, and you can actually slide those seed beads up and down if you want to as well. £19.99 is all that is, and that's 939258. And then the entwined bracelet, which is like the Celtic swirls, that one is the most popular one. That's the autumn option. So we've got that available for you at £12.99. We've also got it available in the winter, which is the light blue, and then the other option is the spring option, which is this one here, with your oranges and your golds and your yellows. Okay, £12.99, 940120. Hate it when that happens.
Thank you.
That's all right.
I did quite well, actually, because I've been up most of the night with a tickly cough, so...
Oh, bless you.
Okay, so those are 5 pieces left.
Yeah.
And that was from the necklace.
Right, yeah.
So you've got absolutely loads to make a bracelet with that. You can make one.
So that's from the necklace that you're wearing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could stitch those together. You could plait them.
You always get more than you need anyway in the kit, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So that could do that as well.
Lovely.
So we've got that. Right, so if you use some of the leftover, say it was that.
Mm-hmm. We're nearly at the end of the show.
Sorry, Dave.
Don't worry about it. So on the screen we've got the Egyptian necklace at the moment, which is in either purple or gold, and that's basically what Irene's wearing. She's wearing the gold version. That's the purple version. So you can make an awful lot. It's like a collar. It's like an Egyptian collar. It really is very, very eye-catching. And great, of course, if you're wearing maybe turtleneck tops or roll neck tops, anything like that. It's going to really break up like quite a dull top or something. It's going to really kind of inject that splash of colour. But also it looks great on the skin tones as well. So £22.49, that's the Freedom discounted price for it. And it's 304,267.
Well done, Dave. I think it's actually gone now.
Oh, good.
Okay, so...
Only got a couple of minutes.
Oh, bless. Well, we're going to be as quick as we can because I'm determined to do this. Okay, so once you've sewn all some pieces from the actual keyring section, don't worry about the length, because what I want to show you to do is take some... You will need some tools, so some round nose, probably some flat, maybe some flush cutters.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, you get a rod like this, and then what we're going to do is, I know it sounds really weird, but you're going to make a big loop. And then you're literally going to catch that. I've stitched it here, so we're going to catch that underneath just to help you put that into place. Don't worry too much. It looks a mess, but please don't worry about this because it works. Okay, and once you've got that, we're going to work it round. There we go. You're just going to wire wrap it round, just to connect it.
Yeah.
And then you can use a small amount of glue as well. So once you know that's secure, you can do it lots of ways, but I'll just do it like this for now. And then what we're going to do is, you would put a tad of glue inside, okay? You would place that through, you would give it a good pull, and that will tuck it in, okay? Once you do that then, you then make a loop. Turn it over. I always obviously cut down for safety. I use the width of my finger because that really helps me get the right amount. And then what you can do is just make a nice round loop. You can keep coiling it round to make it 3, so it really doesn't come off if you want to. You know, like keep turning it so it's just secure. Basically then, open up the actual jump ring of one of the key rings in your set. Always do it sideways, please don't do it the other way, otherwise it's harder to put it back together again.
Well, we're going to see you next in January, aren't we?
You are, yes.
Happy
I
Christmas.
do believe it's the 12th. Oh, and you, happy Christmas.
There we go. There's your octopus.
Slip your ends and put your little pieces on and we've got an octopus.
We're out of time. Everything from Callanash and from Irene you'll find on the website, of course, as well. Thanks ever so much. Good to see you again.
And you.
Glad your cough's gone. I'll see you a bit later on with Dawn Bibby this afternoon for a couple of shows. Looking forward to that. We've got the one-day special coming up next, though, with Janice. Have a nice morning. Thanks, Irene.
Thank you.
So yes, it's our Spectrum Wire one-day special coming up with Fiona and Sarah and Janice in a second. Foam Around Flowers, that's in the next hour at 10. That will be with Anna and the Ultimate Pro Weekday Wonder a bit later on. Hochanda are yet again attending the Creative Craft Show at the NEC, commencing on the 1st until the 4th of November. You'll find us in Hall 20. Just look out for the bright pink stand. Come and meet your favourite Hochanda presenters in person and watch our live shows from our very own Hochanda Pavilion, where we'll be broadcasting live 4 hours a day. Take part in the famous Hochanda Tombola. Watch and participate in live demonstrations and meet your favourite guest experts. All of your favourite crafting brands will be there, including Clarity Stamp, Lavinia Stamps, Craft Buddy, Dawn Bibby, Powertex, Hobby Art Stamps, Tonatex, Honeydew Crafts, and many more. To order your 2-for-1 ticket offer or to view additional ticket options, visit www.hochanda.com/ICHF Birmingham today. Freedom members will also qualify for an additional 10% off. We look forward to seeing you there.
Hi, my name's Jodie Johnson from Tonic Studios. Now, how did I start crafting? I started just after school. I actually went to catering college and I started as a pastry chef. And that's where all my skills came when I was moulding and shaping the petals. I was that lady making the cards, making the gifts, going to the farmers markets, but I was in the right place at the right time. And I ended up with a job at Tonic Studios by somebody showing Tonic my work. My dad always said, if you want a precise job, you need the correct tool. Now, I thought he was joking when he talked about planes and chisels and all that business. But if you do want the correct tool, Tonic is going to provide that for you. Now, here at Hochanda, we share all our skills, all our experience, all the little hints and tips with you. So come and join me here on Hochanda with Tonic Studios.
To you. Yes, the birthday celebrations continue. Celebrating 13 years of Crafters Companion. We've got lovely Sarah Davis with us.
And I told you, didn't I? Every year, our biggest and best week, which is really 10 days, happens around our birthday. We do the biggest product launches, the best stuff that we save all year for this week, and we have the most incredible deals.
Yeah, we certainly do. And the most incredible guests as well. Now, let's talk about inks. Let's talk about the one-day special, because this is extra, extra special. We've got 3 options for you. So option number 1, Sarah.
Yes. So, well, all of them are these really special water-based metallic inks, right? So they are like a metallic shimmer, and you'll see when I come to show you them. The first option that you've got here are your rich metallics. So you've got like your traditional gold and silver, you've got the bronze and the pewter in there, but each set also comes with a collection of stamps and also this wonderful mixing palette for you to be able to do your mixing in. So that's what, and all, you'll see all the 3 sets that we've got for you to choose from always follow the same format. You get the mixing palette, you get a set of stamps that are going to work with it, and you get 4 of the jars of the inks.
So those are your rich metallics, beautiful colours. Then we're moving on because we've got another option for you, again the same. We have the 4 inks, we have the stamps, and we have the mixing tray.
And these are more vintage metallic. In fact, you know what, I might just show you these colours because it might be easier for you to see them on the board. So the first set that I showed you were your rich metallics, with your plated gold on there, the silver ingot, ancient bronze and the pewter. So you can see they are them really, you can see the more traditional. These are the vintage ones that I've just been showing you, where you've got the copper and the antique bronze in there, the tarnished silver. And the last set are exactly the same format, but you get the antique florals. Now, I believe these were the most popular last night.
Yes, they were. Yes,
so
they were.
You'll see me working with this green a lot. Works with the antique pearl, your vintage satin, and your rose gold in there, which is why that was probably so popular.
Now, the price you see on the screen, yeah, I know, £21.97. You are saving £10 on each set. It is incredible. Now, if you want to go for these, the item number is 437061. But hang on, hold your horses. Maybe you can't choose. Maybe you don't want to choose. You don't have to, because you can have the complete collection. You're still saving your £10 on each of the sets. That's back in your pocket. And as a Freedom member, it gets even better. You save another 10%. And it's on FlexiBuy. What couldn't be better this morning? So, as a Freedom member, if you want to get hold of these, it's just £27.87 today. We will send all of this out to you. You can start playing. You've got the stamps, you've got the inks, you've got the mixing tray as well. Now, everything is on extended delivery, and we're dispatching that on the 9th of November. It is an incredible deal. If you're not a Freedom member, it's still a fabulous deal. But if you want to become a Freedom member, why don't you? 888 your basket, and you too can take advantage of that saving instantly. Wow, this really is an amazing deal, and you can make some amazing results.
Well, what they are is they are water-based metallic inks. They've got this sheen to them. Now, it's really important to understand it's a sheen, not a shine. So it's not like glitter. It's this metallic-y effect. Now, it's actually a crushed aluminium. Now, they're water-based, which means they're going to blend beautifully. Whether you just do some basic backgrounds like this, or you start really getting technique. I mean, look at this. Look how techniquey these get. Now, what about just using them to paint with? of course you can paint, because it's a special formulation, you can paint onto your card, you can paint onto acetate, you can paint onto, they give a lovely finish on black card,
yes,
but
they do.
equally as good a finish on white card. They're going to react with water. All your water-based techniques that you want to do with them, you absolutely can. I'm going to teach you a ton of techniques over the course of this show, but whether you're just a beginner, I mean, I'm not really an overly messy crafter. You don't see me getting very techniquey very often, Janice. However, when you see how easy it is to get into these, to be stamping with them, to be colouring with them, creating your own backgrounds, using them through your stencils, mixing them with your other mediums, whether you're doing basic cards or whether you're going really mixed media with these, if you want that lovely sheen, that metallic sheen, this is what
Love that.
And that's using your pewter on there. So again, you just might want a little bit of a pop of colour, or in this case, not even colour. You know, you could just work. That's the pewter on that one there.
Love that. These are incredible, and we've been extraordinarily busy for them as well. 016969 is your item number. Now, because we're celebrating the 13th birthday of Crafter's Companion, anything that you buy throughout the shows, you will get a £5 credit. It's just 1 credit per day. And if you want to spend your credit today, then you're more than welcome to do so. But if you buy today, you will receive a £5 credit to spend on a purchase of £30 or more. So you purchase your basket, it needs to be £30 or more to redeem that credit. But it is all part of those fabulous celebrations. Right, talking about celebrations, let's celebrate these inks and have a look.
Right, so these are the inks, okay? So what you've got is, you've got that water-based base,
yes,
the water like soluble base. I can't tell you what's in the formulation because it's top secret in the company. Leanne wouldn't even tell me.
That's it. Actually, Sarah can't tell you.
I can't tell you because I wasn't trusted with that information.
I love
that. Now, I want you to see how rich they go on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work straight from the pot with a little bit here onto a brush, and then just watch when I paint this on. It gives you that really intense metallic sheen. And can you see, so it's drying instantaneously. What it is, it's got a drying agent in here that's going to give you a few minutes open time, but then it's going to allow it to, once it's dry, it will not move with water. So it would move with water at the moment, and then once it's dry, it's not going to move with water at all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a bit of the green, and then I'm going to come on. Now I'm just going to bring in a clean brush, because what you don't want to do is mix the colours between two. And then I'm going to mix that silver into the green. Now, the silver will blend with any of the shades beautifully. In fact, to be honest, any of the shades will blend with each other absolutely fantastically well. But can you see the coverage that you get? Now, you'll get that same coverage. I'm just using it on a black card so that the camera can really, really catch that. However, you could be using it not only onto cards, we've done them here where we've used it onto one of these decorative pumpkins, which I think looks amazing. We've done it onto Christmas baubles.
Nearly.
Although it is ceramic, so it would have been good. So ceramic baubles on here. We've even done it where we're creating these special effect backgrounds into acetate.
I think it's amazing.
This is with a lovely bleaching technique, which we'll teach you on here as well.
Gorgeous. You know, you could use these for all your mixed media projects. Maybe you've got some old stone or slate. In fact, so many of you are painting stones at the moment. Seems to be all on trend. I think these will be perfect.
Because it would take straight into the stones. Now you can see that's dried straight away, and it's got that lovely, lovely metallic sheen. Do you know we should try and get some stones?
Yeah, we should. We definitely should. But that is onto black card, so you don't need to prime it. You don't need to put any gesso on it. Instantly place that on. And what I love about this demonstration as well, with the brushes that we're using that are available on the show, but I love the way that when that's brushed out, you get those brush effects.
I'm going to bring this in. Can you see?
Yeah.
Just around the outside, it's been brushed inwards.
Yeah.
I think that looks fabulous.
It really does.
And then this is stamped with it. So I'm going to show you that now. So what you can do is, now I'm using one of the stamps that we have on the show. Actually, let's use that nice big one. I love this one.
Yes.
So what you can do is you can paint with these. Now notice when I'm picking them up, I'm giving it a bit of a whiz round. I'm not shaking it vigorously.
Okay.
So what we don't want to do is put loads of air bubbles into it. All we want to do is we want to mix that aluminium along with the water soluble base. Now I'm going to just use a little bit on the brush, and can you see I'm taking most of it out and then just painting across the top. So they are perfect to paint from, right?
Now, we've had an email in from, was it Nina? Nina. Good morning, Nina. Now, Nina is watching from her hospital bed. She's just had an operation. Oh, Nina, I hope you get well soon and a speedily recovery for you. But she's watching Sarah to take her mind off the operation.
Perfect. Well, that's one thing I can do really well. Leah, I hope you're feeling a little bit better soon.
Yes.
Right, I remember. So, this is now dry. I'm going to paint onto this, and I want you to see just how well that stamps. Now, can you see the detail we've got in there?
That's
I mean,
gorgeous.
I know we're in the... I want to wait till you come over to this other one. Can you see the detail we've got round here? I'm going to have to tilt it because it's very, very bright in the lights here in the studio.
Lovely.
And you can see that lovely finish. So stamping onto the metallic ink will stamp beautifully.
That is gorgeous, and you're still getting that lovely, beautiful colour on top. It's amazing, isn't it? We've got so many other samples and so many other demonstrations to show you throughout the show. Lots of techniques as well. We've got one more to show you before we head.
I think that was my hint for don't get too carried away. Right, so I love this one. A little bit of string, right?
Oh, this is fab.
So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to gather this string together. Notice I'm not kind of rolling it round. I'm just putting it in. Do you want to show them, Janice?
Yeah, can I? Shall I show you first? As soon as I saw this, I picked it up. I just thought this was amazing. And I said, Sarah, how did you do that? Because it looks like two beautiful, like lily flutes, doesn't it? Beautiful. And Sarah says, well, you wait until the show, and I'll show you. It's done with string. And I was like, really? Watch this.
So all I've done is I've dipped the string into the metallic ink there, right? So it's actually just sitting inside there. Now, you don't need much on. So what I'm actually going to do is use the top to just pull that string out and make sure I don't get too much metallic ink coming out with it. Now, I've probably got way more than what I need there. What I would do, if I was doing this at home now, is I'd actually... I wouldn't waste the metallic ink like this. What I would do is I would have put this on... I would have done 3 or 4 of these with it, right? But all you do, I'll do it on the black and on the white. So you just want to basically put this round in some circles, right? And then once we're round, hold it at the bottom, hold them together, and then just pull. And you can see just pulling from them gives you that fantastic strung effect.
That's amazing.
I've just had a in my ear from the producer, and this is the sort of effect that you're going to get. Now, I love it on the black, and I love it equally as much on the white.
It does look like a flat, but it could be anything you want it to be. What a fantastic effect, and this is something that you can achieve with a piece of string and your Spectrum Noir inks. It really is incredible. And if you want to take a look at some more inspiration, let's have a look at this. Some lovely ideas there. What are you going to do with yours when you get them home? If you can't choose between the sets, we have 3 sets available for you. The sets come also with a set of stamps and your mixing palette as well. So many of you can't choose, but that's a good thing, isn't it? Because you get to get them all home and you get them at a great price. So individually in the sets of 4, £21.97, but all together as a Freedom member as well, you're getting an extra 10% off. The stamps are beautiful and work so perfectly with those inks, giving you those wonderful colours, those metallic edge to your paintings, to your mixed media. Use these on lots of different surfaces if you want to. Let me show you the colours that you're getting. If you do want to choose, the sets are your vintage metals. Love these. I mean, if you're using these on ceramics, if you're using these on stone, if you're using these on your canvas boards, it'll give you that beautiful metal-esque style, which is so popular at the moment, especially if you're into your steampunk mixed media. And then you've got your antique florals, beautiful, and you'll see Sarah using the antique pearl quite a bit throughout the show, because that's her favourite colour. And then on the bottom we have your rich metallics, and again you've got that lovely shimmer in there as well. If you can't choose, go for the whole lot, go for all 12. You get all the stamps and you get the mixing palette as well. On FlexiBuy it's £30.97. If you're a Freedom member it gets even better, because you get that extra 10% off. Why not become a Freedom member to take advantage of that? Why not? 888 in your basket. So for £27.87 today, we'll send this all out to you. It is on extended delivery, being dispatched on the 9th of November, but we are incredibly busy. Let's take a look at some of the samples that you can make and create. What a lovely, delightful pumpkin there that you can see with that lovely embossed card. So these will work with your stamps, they'll work on your cardstock, on your paper, on your canvases, on your materials. How about Christmas? How about doing something a little bit different on your Christmas tree, creating and making your own decorations and baubles with this metallic shimmer? I love the way it draws out when you use those brushes, and we do have the brushes on the show as well if you want to go for those. Let's take a look at the website and let's have a look at where we can go to collect and make all of our purchases. If you want to go for the stamps individually, you can do, but why not go for that complete collection? It does give you the best value for money, and I think once you use one set, you're going to want the other colours as well. I think it just may revolutionise the way you make and create your crafting work. So that's the website. If you want to head there, you can see all the details. If it's a red banner, it's on FlexiBuy. If it's a blue banner, then it's a Freedom price for you. Right, we did say we're celebrating 13 years of Crafters Companion. It's now time for the deal wheel. And we're going to go straight into it. Yeah, let's do it.
No music for you this time.
No music.
We're just gonna
it's fine. Let's just spin it. Let's just spin it. Here we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. I love this.
This has become the highlight of the show for a lot of people. A lot of people just, they bought this last night, they just tuned in to see what we've got in the deal wheel.
Now, this will stop on a number, and that will correspond to a product that you will get 30% off throughout this hour only. So we stopped on number 14. We can concur that that is the number that we have, and we're going to take a look at what that deal is, and here it is. 30% off for this hour and this hour only.
Oh, those are edge. Right, if this is something that you do not have, well, look at this, Janice. It should be £17.98. It's actually already on a deal. So it's already £13.98, right? That's already the saving price. You get another 30% off that £13.98. Now, there's only a handful of these in the deal wheel mix where we've done money off an already great deal, and this is one of them. And what it is it's what we consider to be essentials. So these are our 6-inch wide edgeables. This is, you know, like when you have a border punch? Yes. This is like having 8 border punches. 8 border punches
for the edges
for
of your
£9.79. Just like over £1 each.
Now, all you need to do is head to the website, put CC18, that's your code, you're getting 30% off. You're almost saving as much as you're spending. It's an incredible deal, it really is. But that price will be going back up at the top of the hour. So that deal is a really good deal for this hour only.
Oh, she's not cheesy at all. She's not cheesy at all. Right, do you know what I thought I'd do? Just go straight and show you a lot of background techniques.
Let's do it.
Because this is, if I was getting these at home, when you want that lovely subtle shimmer, this is when you're going to cut it, okay? So, first of all, I'm just going to start with some water, right? Just some water onto the base of my cardstock, right?
Now, we've got these brushes on the show. They are your Royal Laniken brushes, the R&L, as Sheena likes to call them. If you want to go for those, then we'll bring the details on the screen. They're gorgeous brushes to use, and they're only £11.99. That is a steal, it really is. 591498 is your item number. Here you go. You get sizes 3 and 6, your shader size 8 and size 2 in your wash brushes. £11.99. Absolutely perfect and ergonomically designed. They're fab.
Right, so all I've done is taken the red and just dropped a few blobs onto a wet base cardstock, and then I'm just going to spray a little bit, and can you see, just wetting that cardstock, all it's doing is just getting them to kind of splodge out a little bit more. Come on, there it is, we're going, there we go. Can you see? So as we splodge, it gets out a little bit more. Now, as they're spreading, what I'm also going to do, just take an old toothbrush. Take an old toothbrush and dip it in the copper, right? So, can you see I've literally got just the top edge dipped in the copper, a tiny little bit. And then, if we just give it a bit of a flick, can you see we're just starting to get the flick background.
Oh, I love that.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to one side for that to dry, and then I'm going to show you that same flicked background on the black.
It's like a rusty metal style effect, isn't it? Which I know is very, very popular as well. If you are making any of your Powertex products, for example, if you're using mixed media or just want a background for a card, it would, wouldn't it?
Would be amazing. So there's the copper.
Yeah.
And then if we take a little bit of the red as well, we're just dipping it in tiny amount and just flicking it on. Now, this is what I will be doing with this product. You know, this is kind of entry level for me. Just doing this little bit of flicking. Oh, I've only got a tiny little bit on my finger there, but you can see that lovely background, how the colours really merge to it, and you can see the shimmer. It's a kind of chalky finish to the shimmer.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, really, really like that.
Now, if we start going a little bit further, you can start and mix different mediums in with your water, right?
Okay.
So, for example, I've got some actual water here, and what I'm going to put in is some regular table salt.
Okay.
Now, when you put the salt in, it reacts. Oh, it's probably a little bit more than what
over your left shoulder. It's good look.
It reacts differently with the water, so it makes the water react just a little bit differently. I really need to be getting better at cleaning my brushes here, Janice. Right, let's have a little bit more white. So, if I just take the white cardstock down, and are you noticing it works just as well on the white as what it is on the other colours, right? So the salt water now, and again, not too wet, I'm just going to give it a wash all over, right? So the water is going to react a little bit differently now. So now if I take one of those bits of colour, and I'll take I think I'll do the same again with the red, right? And we just drop it on. Have a look. Come on, just drop it. There we go. Look at the difference.
Wow.
Can you see? So when it's the salt water, can you see how it's just reacting completely different? It's a little bit like a firework, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Come on, just drop on. Do you know what a pipette would? There we go. A pipette would be better. I was trying to get the smallest amounts, and it's kind of giving you that real bounce.
It's like a Petri dish, isn't it?
Should we try and do a little bit of the copper on top of here as well? Oh, yes, I like that finish.
Oh, I like that.
And it's kind of giving you a firework. So it's just starting to have a little bit of a play and get different effects. So this is the effect that salt gives, where it gives you that real bounce, okay? So I'll put that to one side. And then also, you can see all I'm doing every time is just making sure I have a good clean down. Now, I must remember that I've got salt in this one.
Yes,
right? So
salt in the white pot.
Now, I like it on ceramic. It works, in fact, is this my plain tile? Yes, here it is. Right, so it's going to work really, really well on your ceramic. Let's have a little bit of the purple and a little bit of the green, right? Now, all I'm doing with the ceramic is I'm going to use a little bit of water. So I'm going to use the brushes, and I'm going to drop a few spots of the purple on, right?
Okay.
And then I'm also going to drop a few spots of the green on. So just at the moment, it's not looking particularly exciting, right? But then, again, have I got plenty of water in my water bottle? I do. So when we start and spritz this, the water, I'm just going to get this going. There we go. The water is going to start and react. Can you see? So the water starts to react and it all starts to blend together. Now, I don't want too much water on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the heat gun and I'm going to chase it round the tile with the heat gun. Okay? Let's have a look, it's got a bit going on.
It dries really well as well.
Oh, it's going to dry brilliantly. And can you see how you've got that kind of effect going on?
Yeah.
Now, however much you put on will determine what sort of finish that you're going to get on here. But I like how you've got kind of different levels, and so even onto tiles. Now, this is the same ink in these jars, Janice, as what we have on the regular metallic pens.
Yes.
And
I have those at home. I love them.
And you'll know what sort of a kind of finish you get in these. It's that chalky, shimmery finish. But the difference is because of the way we formulated this, and you'll see this now when I show you in some of the other samples, because of the way we formulated the ink, it's got a longer open time than usual to allow them to blend together and mix in with each other.
Yeah.
And then also what you've got is, you've got this drying agent so that when it dries it becomes permanent and it will not move with water. And I'll demonstrate that over the course of some of my other demonstrations. Let's have a look. That's enough to kind of get us going there. So you can see that, I mean, that is super cool. It's not even dry now. This is the one that I did last night. And it's got a little bit more. Let's just put a little bit more ink on.
That is a great effect, isn't
it? I wanted you to see how on different surfaces it's going to react differently.
Yeah,
now, I'd be using this on, well, this was on acetate. I thought it looked fabulous on acetate. We've done them onto glass. We've done them onto ceramic baubles. The design team have had so much fun playing with these because you've got a whole little jar of medium. This is what we've not had before. I love that one.
Yeah, and this is in glass as well. So if you've got any old jars
just put
around...
it on. Bit of a makeup sponge or, you know, one of those eggs. Yeah. Just sponge it on. But the thing is, the jar is going to last you for... I don't ever envisage you needing to replace one of the jars.
No.
Once you've got it, you've got it. And once you've got the collection of these 12 colours, you've got the whole metallic spectrum. Now, they're water-based, so they will mix together.
OK.
So if you want to mix new colours, remember, you're getting that mixing palette included, so you're going to be able to mix new colours together. But it's a little bit like, you know, gilding wax. When you buy a pot of gilding wax, you're never going to need to buy any more. It's the same with that. Once you've got it, it's going to go so far in what you're doing with it.
Now, we've had an email. Who's the email from? From Sue. Sue said that her husband let her buy the whole collection last night, so well done. And she has a question. She says, if you let one layer dry, can you add another colour on top to make that verdigris effect?
Do you know what? Give us a few minutes to clean down and I'll show you that in the next demonstration. Yes. I just wanted to touch on a couple of these other samples because it's when you see the samples, and we'll endeavour to show you every sample on the show over the course of... Every sample on the counter over the course of the show. This is exactly the same as what I've just done on the tile with the salt water. So you know I mix the salt in with the water so that you get this kind of special effect. But it's that chalky finish. Honestly, Janice, I thought the chalk finish was just incredible. Now, if you go for just the antique metals, this is the sort of thing you're going to do. And what this is just a little bit of cardstock, so you've got it, but it's been scrunched up in the background, so you've got that special effect background. I think this is wonderful. And even mixing it in with your various different mediums, you know, so you can put it in with your, you could mix it in with your gesso, you could mix it in with your mix-in paste, all these different ones. That's the splatter technique we talked about. Then this is being used in like a texture paste in the background and just painted on top. This is painting on top of your embellishments. So whether you're into card making or your mixed media, I wanted you to know it was for everyone. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not a mixed media artist. I look at the mixed media stuff and I would just aspire to do things like that, but I wouldn't know where to start. But these sort of background effects, right up my street.
They're amazing. I think I've just found my favourite card. And like Nina, I really love that verdigris style effect. And I think that is capsulated perfectly on this card. And that's using a piece of vellum. Isn't that amazing? And again, you're getting that shimmer, which really stands proud and really, really does accentuate the glitter background. Absolutely love that. Yep. Fabulous. More techniques to come with Sarah. We're here until the top of the hour. Remember, you've still got that wheel deal. And the price of that will be going back up at the top of the hour, so you can get yourself a bargain if you head to the website and have a look at that. Oh, are we going to... Yeah, let's have a look at the wheel deal. These are your creator card dies. They're decorative edges. They're fantastic. They really, really are. They're going to make such a difference to your cardstock when you're creating, making those beautiful edges to your cards, making them different. And if you do want to get hold of those, it's 923904. That's the item number, but you are getting that amazing deal. So that's, if you put CC18 in, that price changes from £13.98 to £9.79, that usual price of £17.98. It's an amazing deal. So kind of ignore what you see as price is concerned on that side of the screen. It's not £13.98 at all. It's going to be 30% off that price. And all you need to use is CC18 as your voucher code online. But we are talking about the one-day special, and we've been busy across the board. Some of you are buying individually, but so many of you are buying the complete collection. If you want them individually, they do come in sets of 4. You get the stamp, you get the set of 4, and you also get the mixing palette as well. And if you do want to go for these, that's absolutely fine. But the best way to order, the best value for money, is by by going for the whole complete collection. And that today has a 10% off if you are a Freedom member. So give it a go. Maybe you've used some of the metallic pens from Spectrum Noir before. Well, this is going to take it that step further. They're water-based, giving you a chance to use them with your water brushes, using all those different techniques that Sarah's been going through, and so many more techniques that you know about that you're going to enjoy using these for. As a Freedom member, it's £55.74 today. However, if you want to buy this on FlexiBuy, it becomes even better. £27.87 today gets all of this sent out to you, and it is on extended delivery, dispatching on November the 9th, if you want to go for those. I was just looking for the board, actually. I was just trying to find that to show you the different colours. I've put it somewhere. It was near the demo area. Oh, here it is. Ta-da! There you go. So we've got 3 different colourways for you. So you've got 4 in each set. So first of all, we've got the vintage metals. Absolutely love these for making that gorgeous rustic style effect. Antique bronze, your burnished copper, your tarnished silver and your aged copper. Then you've got your antique florals. Again, look at that shimmer as we just move and turn that card, with your green citron, your antique pearl, your vintage satin and your rose gold. And then a very, very big favourite is the rich metallics. Look at that gold plate, the silver, the ancient bronze and the pewter as well. Using these for your backgrounds, using them to make and create, and using them to make those beautiful cards as well, with some of the stamps that you have, with the stamps that you're getting including in the set, and so many different effects as well. But not just for your cards, you can use these on acetate, you can use these on ceramic, you could use these on stone. I think these will be fabulous. We'll try and get some stones. We'll go outside and try and find some stones a little later on in the 1 o'clock show, which will be absolutely fantastic. So many of you, though, going for that complete collection, because that's where the value for money is. 016969. And if you want to take a look at some inspiration for your one day special, take a look at this. You're going to have so much fun using these. We're going to have some more techniques.
Well, I just wanted to show you a little bit more. So one of the things that I talked about is the fact that these will move with water. So what that means is, you see, if I take just the tiniest little amount out of here, right, and you'll see how intensive it is if I just paint direct. However, if I then take some water, I can actually take that, and can you see the water is, look how much further it's going with the water. And then if I can keep going again, you only need, this is why I say these will last for ages, you only need the tiniest amount. So what we had is the tiny amount here, moving it with water. You can see how it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and there's still plenty of it here to go at. So that's very, very, very pale. And just to show you again, I can put that really intense one next to it so that you can kind of see the difference.
So you can get different tones out of the same one.
As well as taking it straight on. Now, one of the other things that I forgot to show everyone is you can actually paint different surfaces with them. So here I'm just taking just a regular pine cone, and look how well it paints onto that pine cone, right? So straight onto the pine cone. You saw, I mean, Janice was saying earlier we could have painted onto a pumpkin. That would have been awesome.
That would be good.
But even if you're doing little bits of, you know, home decor, you can see how these paints will paint onto all these different surfaces. These are going to be fabulous at Christmas and super easy to do. And you can just see I'm just using it neat straight from the tin there, because I'm using little bits of it. And
If
here's
you've got
the one
any
I was
old
doing
glasses,
yesterday.
for example, they'd make a really cool gift for somebody.
Straight in there, that's the one that dried yesterday. But you can see how easy it is to work with now. Yesterday, Fiona, in the 8 o'clock show, I don't know whether she should have done or not, she actually took a vase off the set and was just putting little bits and blowing it. So this is now permanent on this vase. Now, don't pop it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And if you scrub it, you could actually get it off. But again, all you're doing is taking a little bit. So if I just pop a little blob on there and then blowing it round. So can you see how easy that is?
I love that.
There we go. It's not very often you'll get me quiet like this. Can you
That is
see?
brilliant. I've just seen, actually, across the way, a stone owl that perhaps we could try and paint. If our lovely Matt would go and get that stone owl, which I can see in the next set, that would be pretty cool.
I'm going to put that to one side. So do you know what Fiona was trying to do yesterday?
Go on.
She was actually painting straight onto... Can you see this here? Where have I put my...
Plastic bottle.
Is this my brush? Yeah, painting straight onto a plastic bottle. So I want you to see, even onto plastic, it's going straight onto the back. So we've just painted there onto the pine cone, we've painted onto the plastic, we've painted onto the ceramic. Oh, should we paint onto his the wooden owl's little eyes?
Shall we? Yeah.
Can we do this?
It's heavy.
Are you sure this is all right?
Of course it is.
Right, are you sure it's all right?
Who knows? But it is now.
Do you know what? That is going on absolutely beautifully well. And we can just paint down here. So I just paint a few bits up. Can you see how just intense that colour is? And then as we put it on, can you see it? Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
And it's got, when it dries, because we will have to wait for it to dry, it's got that lovely metallic, it's going to have the, and I want you to understand the metallic finish, it's like a chalky finish effect. So a lot of people do like the, people like the finish that comes with using, you know, like a, well, just with our metallic pens, but it's a chalk finish. It's not a high sheen.
Yeah,
Quite
love
often
that.
we have the sheen. In fact, I'll put that to one side and let me just show you this one again.
That shimmer, look
is
at
painted
that.
onto here, but this has been watercoloured a little bit. So there's a little bit of a mixing with water, and you can see that sheen both onto there and then directly onto these flowers. So people were asking yesterday, will it paint onto fabric? I wouldn't paint onto, like, you know, a fabric dress, but absolutely, you know, we've got a lovely, look at this flower here. I can come and take it and just paint directly onto these flower pieces. Now it will soak in, so you're obviously going to use a lot of product. However, we'll give this a bit of a paint, and then if we leave it to dry, we'll be able to show you it towards the end of the show, and you'll be able to see that lovely metallic-y kind of shimmery finish on there as well. Right.
I'm still mesmerised by the owl that we've just painted on the stone, because the lights are coming down on it. I mean, you can pick things up like this from charity shops, from car boot sales, for example.
I love it. The shop
Maybe
where
you've
everything
got
only
something
costs
hanging
£1.
Yeah, when you've got something
How about
hanging
being
around.
able to buy loads of stuff from that shop? I mean, they always have bits of, you know, little bits of ornaments and things like that. But for you to be able to take that sort of stuff and then be able to paint it up, personalise it, makes fabulous Christmas gifts.
Now, I've had an email from Lynn whilst you do that, Sarah. Loving the show, says Lynn. Good morning to you, by the way. Loving the show. About to order the complete collection to go with the metallic pens and pencils I already have from Crafter's Companion.
Fabulous. Good choice.
So many fantastic launches in the birthday week.
There always are.
I thought I was safe being on holiday and out of the country, but I couldn't resist ordering things when I was in Rhodes. Oh, how lovely.
Fabulous.
I think I'm a Crafter's Companion addict.
Yes, there's help groups for that, you know.
I can't resist the fabulous quality, inspiration and value. I also have a 7-year-old daughter who encourages me to buy from the Purple Ladies.
I bet she does. I bet she does. Yes. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Lynn. And you're going to enjoy these when you get them home, and maybe send in some photographs of some of the inspirations that you put together. Oh, that's buying when you're on holiday. I love that.
Like it. Now,
Brilliant.
that is commitment.
That
right.
is.
What I've done is, I'm just going to try and stamp a couple of these off, just to check. I don't know. Yes, so can you see I've stamped a couple of those, And then what I can do is I can just reignite it with a little bit more water, and I can stamp a couple more. So this is getting 3 or 4 impressions. Oh, there you go. You can see really watery. So it looks completely different finish with water, but then there's the first coat. So I wanted you to see the different and then these actually, you can come and put a bit more water on still. And we'll leave them to dry a little bit and you'll be able to see. So if you want that really earthy kind of looking finish. But what I did want to show you here, and I'm going to bring the heat gun in just to dry them off a little bit more so that you can get a bit of a feel of what I was trying to show you. We did talk about layering up.
Yes.
So layering up and getting these to kind of mix together. Because can you see, I wet this and it moved with water. However, now what we've got is we've had time to leave it. So if I take a nice clean brush, she says clean, hopefully, and I wet this now, you see it's not moving at all with the water. Can you see that? So if I wet over here, doesn't matter how much water I put on, this is not moving at all with the water. Now, you might think, well, that's brilliant, but what's that going to do for me? What it means is, if I take a little bit of this, if I take a little bit of the green now, right, and all I'm going to do is pop it in the mixing palette. So a little bit of the green, and then I'm going to wet it down a lot, really.
And you get the mixing palette, by the way, with any of the collections or with the complete collection.
Right, so I'm just going to take a little bit, pop a little bit of the green down the side, right, and then again, lots of water, and then just drag that out. So you can watercolour with these, and then once they dry, you'll have that lovely kind of sheen effect again. So a little bit of intenser green down the side, and then we can take it, quite a lot of water, and we can watercolour this out. And if like there, I've got far too much on. So all you do, because it's a water-based ink, while it's wet, it's moving. So I can come and take a little bit off, and then I can really work in there again. So can you see, none of that one behind has moved at all. None of this has moved at all. So it's a permanent ink, yet we were able to watercolour with it. And that's how you get these sort of effects here, where you can stamp and then watercolour over with another one. So you can layer them up, get that verdigris effect.
And you get that lovely, fantastic shimmer as well, which is brilliant. And you are loving this. Now, we've had the wheel deal throughout the show, celebrating 13 years of Crafters Companion. Yes, it's their 13th birthday. And because of that, we're bringing you lots of special things, including the deal wheel. Now, if you get the code CC18 and put that into the voucher onto the web, this is how we find it. So head to your Freedom, collect ad. Don't worry about that $13.98 because we're going to take some money off that. We then go to our basket and we'll need to apply the voucher. So we'll add that to the basket right there. We'll head up to the top. There you go. Our website's bit. There you go. $13.98, but again, forget that because we're going to put CC18 in. We're going to apply the voucher, and then the price will change accordingly. And if you are a Freedom member, that will be a delivered price. There you go. That's better, isn't it? £9.79. But that price for that product will be going back up at the top of the hour. So if you do want to get hold of that and take advantage of the discount, then please head to the website. Very busy for that, actually. Right. Oh, we've seen so many great techniques from Sarah. Being able to use these on ceramics, on glass, on plastic. Think about different decors in your room that you'll be able to use these on. Those mirrors, those frames, making cards and making a difference. Now, over 2/3 of the stock of the complete collection has gone already. Now, you are getting the inks, those fabulous metallic liquid inks. You're getting a set of 4, you're getting stamps, and you're getting the mixing palette, and that comes with each individual set. But if you like the look of all of them, which so many of you are doing, everybody does, then you can go for the complete collection. So you're getting the stamps, and the stamps are on grey rubber. What I'll do is I'll just grab one of those to show you because we're showing you the printouts there. So for example, there is the butterfly, so you can cut that out and use that. So there's your butterfly, and you're getting your sentiments in there as well. So you get these included with your individual, and here are your leaves and your trees. And there's that glorious moth. Now, I don't know about you, but the moth will look fantastic in those metallic inks. They really, really will. And to show you the different colours that you're getting in your complete collection or individually, first of all, you've got your vintage metallics, which are beautiful. You've got your antique florals. Again, think about that moth. Beautiful. And then you've got your rich metallics as well. You can layer these up so you can have those lovely verdigris effects if you want to. You can place these onto different surfaces, making different effects. And just to show you that fabulous verdigris style, and here is another wonderful example of how you can use them. Grabbing and grasping that shimmer. Isn't that beautiful? It really, really is. Flexi buy, 2 payments of £30.97. If you're a Freedom member, it gets even better because you're saving an extra 10% at £27.87. Wow, what a deal. Can't wait to get back to some more inspiration from Sarah, but let's take a look at some more inspiration for you. Do you know what? We're raiding the set.
We are.
I've just seen this and I thought, do you know what? This would be fantastic because you can get old rusty buckets, you can get rusty lamps like this, or rustique lamps. Let's give it a go, yeah.
Am I not going to get into trouble for this?
Who knows?
Look how well, I mean, look how intensive that is.
Oh, that's nice.
And then what we will do is we'll leave it to dry because I want you to see what it's going to be like when it dries. So she's just told us that loads more people have started ordering it now. That's really funny.
That
they love
is
the
brilliant.
lamp.
You know, I mean, you know, car boot sales in your shed. I know that I've got a really old galvanised watering can, one of the really, really old-fashioned ones. That would look amazing. It really would. Now, you wouldn't necessarily put this outside unless you put a varnish on top of it.
Yep.
But in your homes, for example, take something old, take something rustic, and then make it new. Make it shimmer, make it sparkle. If only I could do that with myself. But I think this will look amazing, brilliant, especially around Christmas time as well, to add light into your home. Love that.
You look after that. Let's leave that to dry and show everyone that in like 5 minutes when we get near the end of the show.
Love that.
Oh, hey, look, I've got a bit of...
I shall hold
got a bit of a drip on me card. Right, never mind. Let's show you. Right, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you the clever stamping techniques. Now, again, remember, I'm not, in terms of our company, I am definitely not the advanced colourist. That's why we picked me to come and do this show, because I wanted you to see that regular people who aren't artsy and do these techniques can still get this sort of look. And I love stamping with these, right? Stamping right in my comfort zone. Look at this, I have made such a mess. This is why, and it stresses me out, all the mess on here. Have you noticed I've gone through a whole roll of kitchen roll just while we've been on air, Janice?
I've had another idea whilst you've been doing that.
Go on.
Balloons. Special balloons, special occasions.
Oh, and you could like
you could paint them,
you could
yeah. Or maybe even stamp on them whilst it's smaller, I don't know. Just a thought, just a thought.
Right, so here's my moth stamp, right? So say we want to paint the moth stamp on. What you're going to do is you're going to paint a few different colours. So is this the one I've just been using for the purple? It is, isn't it? Right. So don't put too much on, right? So I'm going to take the excess off. I'm going to get this on. There you go. You want to be highlighting the moth. So we just want to be highlighting over the surface of the stamp. So there's the purple. I'm going to come in with a little bit of the green under here now. So taking most of it off, right? and then I'm just painting this on. So because they are, you know, like our water, you know, like the normal metallic pens, it's the same ink. You've just got a whole concentrated pot of them, all right? So you're going to be able to blend these together, which I think is super clever. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the gold as well in there, just give it a bit of... Notice, again, when I'm shaking them, I'm just going round and round. And I'm not going to take this brush into there because I don't want to mix the colours together. So I'm going to take a nice clean brush into the gold. Look how intensive that gold is.
Beautiful.
I'm just taking off the excess and then painting the gold on the sides, right? So what we're going to do is we're getting this colour in, and we're going to get them blended in.
Now, we've had an email from Sharon. Good morning, Sharon. I hope you're well. Sharon would like to know if you can use this on material.
Right, what we're saying is I wouldn't paint like a T-shirt because it's just going to soak in. However, we did paint onto little bits of the fabric. You know, this is like a fabric flower. And you can see there, it's painted the fabric flower beautifully. Can you see that there?
So for decorative
and
materials,
for decorative,
for
bows,
ribbons, for example, maybe organza bags as well for adding that bit of shimmer.
Right.
Maybe.
Can you see when I'm just going to give that a bit of a spray, so it's just moistening it, right? And then I'm going to stamp onto here. Now, what I like is stamp onto here. You can see the effect, so we've got that butterfly, and I'm going to let you see just how detailed that butterfly is, right? But then, and I must do this flat, as we spray over top of this, can you see it just starts to give that special effect in it, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm going to do the same on the black so you can see the difference on the black.
I love
so I must have that straight.
I love how instant that is, because sometimes when you're doing your mixed media, for example, you'll be layering up and layering up and layering up to get an effect like that. But with your inks, and indeed with a lot of other paints that are out there, of course you can do that. But we're showing you that you can do that with these inks, but you're getting that metallic shimmer as well for something that's going to take you moments to create.
So do the same. So I'm just painting really, really gently over here. So we're painting with the purple, that's the word I'm looking for. Then a tiny little bit of green. And can you see, I'm literally using tiny amounts of this all the time. That's the trick. You don't want too much of this on because it's going to last you. You know, I'm telling you now, you'll buy one pot, you'll never need to buy another pot of it. Was this my
And because it's water-based as well, you can clean your brushes. It's going to be perfect.
In fact, what you don't realise is every time Janice keeps going back to the to tell you what you get for your money, I'm actually running over and just washing my brushes out on the
so it's easy to clean your brushes. And if you do need some extra brushes, we do have some fabulous brushes on the show, and those are the brushes that Sarah's using. So if you do want them, the details at the bottom of your screen. Only £11.99. Excellent value for money.
Look at that. I'm wetting my stamp. I should have left it to dry and stuck it on there properly. However, you're still going to get that effect. And again, when I spray it, not too much water. A little bit. We'll go for it, right? So, but what happens is when that's going to dry, in fact, should I take a little bit of that off so you can see it? You can see it on my white one. If I take that off so we haven't got too much on. Can you see we've still got that butterfly? You've still got that metallic sheen underneath. Can you see? So when that dries, it's still going to give you that feel. And that white one, what I loved about this, you see, do you know, can we look on the overhead? And I'll just turn it around and show you, right? So, instead of me lifting up, because when I'm lifting it up, all the inks are running. But can you see, we've still got the butterfly. So the ink that was dry on the bottom has set. The ink that was wet on the top moved with the water. So again, there's the one that I did in the kind of these are the antique colours and whatnot. And then you can even go in and paint over top of it. And then we did the same when we did it in the black. There we go. So you can still see the base butterfly underneath, and then you're just doing the painting. You're just spritzing it on top.
Just to show you that lamp again, it's dry, but look at the shimmer that you're getting. And that was an old rusty.
Fabulous. That is fantastic.
See that.
And I want to stand behind so that you don't have the base purple on the back. There you go.
Oh, you know, go and have a look, see what you've got. I mean, if you've got like a rusty old kettle that you were going to throw out, paint it. Use it as a decoration. Don't use it again to boil water. But think of the possibilities. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I knew we'd be busy. Let's take a look at the deal wheel, because you've only got moments to get hold of this. At the top of the hour, the price is going back up. Use the code CC18 and get those decorative edge sets, 1 and 2, for £9.79.
That is a phenomenal. Well, she told me how many people got it. I mean, I just need to emphasise, at £17.98, it was a really, really good deal. This is one of them ones where it's on a happy hour deal already. So the happy hour deal was the £13.98, and then the 30% is off the happy hour deal price.
It's brilliant, isn't it? But you've only got 8 minutes left to get hold of that particular deal. We are very busy for it as well. We are now approaching 3/4 on the complete collection. Let's show you through those fabulous... Yeah.
What happened to 65 and 70? Did I just miss that? Was I busy washing my brushes out in the corner?
I think you were.
Fantastic. Right, OK, just to let you know, so the 3 options, if you're going for just the one-day special, you've got the vintage metallics. Now, this one here, this set here is, I've been mixing these colours a lot. These are brilliant for your autumnal colours. This is what we used a lot on that wonderful pumpkin that you saw. Can you see how those coppers are really aged, right? So you're either going to choose from the vintage metallics, the antique florals, which I believe have been the most popular. So it's got that amazing red, the rose gold. This is the one that when you water it down is going to be fabulous. Now, I've been using the green and the purple a lot, the citrine and the pearl. And then your traditional metallics, which are going to be what I think you're going to mix a lot with the others, are your gold plate, the silver ingot, the ancient bronze and the pewter on there. But actually, if you go for the complete collection, you get all of them. And what I will say is, it's £24.99 a set.
Yes.
Forget about all the stamps, forget about the mixing packs, £24.99 a set. So actually, the price you're paying for the complete collection is marginally more than getting 2 sets.
Yeah.
Get you 2 sets, you get the 3rd set, and you get the stamps, and you get the mixing palette.
It is an incredible deal, it really is. Think about all the different things that you can use this on. Think about the difference you're going to make with your cards as well. It's the universe. Remember, astronauts spin, so you can look at it any way up. A great effect.
So that's that toothbrush splattered in the background. This is stamping with them. You see that lovely chalky effect? This is just painting with them. I mean, those of you that love to colour, stamping, but then also painting with them. What about using them on your embossing folders? If you love that chalky shimmer, not that high, sometimes we don't want, I mean, you know I love glitter on everything. Sometimes you don't want just tons and tons of glitter, but you want a bit of a shimmer.
Yeah.
Now, this is mixing it in along with your... So you sprayed water onto the gold ink, right, and then left it to spread out. That's like this one here. And then the script stamp's being done with the silver ink on there as well. Yeah. You can mix it in with your paste to create a texture effect on the background.
I think that looks amazing. I mean, if you've got some Hessian as well, maybe try it on that, because it works perfectly on the canvas there, you know, just to decorate and use with your mixed media projects.
This is on mirror card. So onto mirror card, it looks like that, what do you call that effect on asphaltium? It looks like asphaltium on here, doesn't it, with the mirror effect on the glass. If you're doing watercolours with it, remember I showed you how to watercolour with them. Even if you're just using small little sections, just painting, you've got that lovely metallic-y effect, you know, the shimmer finish. Your backgrounds are absolutely just screaming out for this sort of stuff. Whether you're going to stamp on colour onto your die cuts, I think they look fabulous onto your die cuts. Go on, what have you got there as well?
I just want to show you this because it's very bright and very beautiful. You've got that shimmer. Again, you might have some artwork around your home that you're thinking of throwing out, maybe some stars, some texturised finishing. Use these inks to bring it alive. It really will look different. Maybe some of your gems as well. Maybe some of your plain gems. You can paint onto your gems.
No problem. You've seen it could go into acetate. I mean, so you can see there's the reverse of the acetate, so you can see the 2 different finishes that you can get. Onto your vellum, it's going to look wonderful onto your vellum. It's going to look wonderful onto your Centura pearl, so it'll go onto all these different surfaces. Now, you love these, Janice, didn't you?
I do.
Where people have been watercolouring with them. This is Tracy. And I just think, you know what, if you are quite artistic, it's a beautiful medium just to paint with. Yeah, lovely.
But it's the shimmer, and again, love this sample. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. Making and creating those wonderful backgrounds and just showing you that gorgeous shimmer.
I love that.
That is beautiful. What is that? But I think that's on like some vellum or plastic.
Yes, it's acetate.
Acetate, there you go.
Yeah, acetate on top of a rainbow Mary.
Oh, that, you can tell, is just beautiful.
I mean, I love the acetate. There's another one on the acetate again. I love, and this is using My Enchanted Forest.
Yeah,
I just love them background. I love, and this is just dripping it onto the background and blowing it about. This is just the same. This is just splodging it on and then spritzing to mix the colours. That's those, you know, the antique coppers. I'm going to just bring that colour chart in again because you can see there that is mixing like your lovely rich gold plate along with some of your antique coppers. And I know they look a little bit similar here, but once you start mixing them together, you'll see the different effects that they create.
What fabulous, fabulous effects. Just to show you show you the owl again. Look at that. Doesn't that make a difference from that old stone owl? Now, sorry, you're back at 1 o'clock?
I'm back at 11 o'clock with the ultimate.
Ah, fantastic. We'll see you then, but please stay right where you are. See you in a bit. Miriam Flowers is coming up next. We've got the Ultimate Pro Weekday Wonder after that. Then crafting with Dawn Bibby. Oh, I wonder if she wants some of these inks.
I bet she will.
Hello, I'm Shelley from Craft Creations. Craft Creations has been around for 30 years. It started off in the director's bedroom, just a few card blanks, and we've grown and grown. We now manufacture die-cut decoupage, we do our printing, we manufacture card blanks and peel-off stickers as well. We love coming on Hochanda to bring you all of our products to show you just how to make some really beautiful cards. One of the things that we are really famous for is our peel-off stickers. So we have the gold label peel-off sticker range. We have lots of different colours, plain colours, glitter colours, literally every single colour under the sun. So make sure you don't miss the Craft Creation shows here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Lizzie, and I've been chosen to represent the brand of threaders from Crafter's Companion. How exciting is that? Now, I've seen a few little bits and pieces that are going to come our way, and they are so exciting. So there's machine embroidery, there's applique, there's quilting, there's just normal stitching. What more can we say? It's absolutely fantastic. Think of all those things, and I'm going to inspire you, the new stitcher, and I'm going to inspire you, the experienced stitcher. And hopefully all of us together will be on that journey and we can learn from each other. So join me for the Threaders shows on Hochanda.
Welcome to the newest exciting way to shop here at Hochanda, Craft Price Drop. Tune in for your favourite craft brands at absolutely incredible low prices. Make sure to get in early before the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. You've got to be in it to win it. Everybody pays the lowest price.
Oh, live. Sorry, and a snort. Oh, gosh. Morning, welcome. It's lovely to have your company. You are, of course, tuned into Hochanda. Sorry, proper chatting.
Yeah, we were, weren't we?
And I do this. I do this. Anyway, it's lovely to be with you. Really looking forward to this show, Anna, because right, I'm going to just pick one of these up for starters.
Pick it up.
The flowers that you can create from Formarian. That's how you say it, is it? Sort of?
From Iran.
From Iran.
Yeah, from
Iran. From Iran.
I say from Iran.
From this stuff, anyway. This stuff. These are, I adore these. I adore them. They're really, I mean, they just bounce back.
Yeah.
They're really forgiving, aren't they?
It's just such an amazing material.
Yeah.
And we're just so super proud to be distributing that in the UK.
It is amazing. The delicacy is phenomenal. And when you look at all these different flowers, the same material, but obviously it's different techniques, it's different dyes.
Absolutely is. And what it is about this specifically from Formarian, which Formarian is actually a factory. It's a foam factory based in Iran. They're based in Tehran, and they produce all different sorts of foam, but they produce also flower making foam.
Right.
And their foam is incredibly unique. Yeah. And there are these days are tons of flower making foams on the market. But this specific foam will allow you to make flowers that are so intricate. Yeah. And specifically when you picked up those peonies, and actually the one you were just about to grab, that's really good one. Because a lot of foams have the excess amount of the agent that makes it bouncy, whilst this one is going to keep its shape. So when you start making flowers that you want texture to, when you want that petal-like look, and you want your flower to keep it, and not just bounce back, this is when you start. This is when you need Vermeeren.
That's when you see the difference.
And
Get it.
And when you start working with the foam, because it's so pliable, it's so easy to make those scrunching looks for it.
Yes.
And that's that's the huge difference between this and any other brands. So this is the one, the original, certificate of origin coming from Iran, that we jump through so many hoops to get to you, because it is difficult to import from Iran. But we jump through so many hoops. We pay all those huge customs and clearance bills so that you can have that foam here in the UK. And
so
super proud.
multi-buy. Multi-buy it.
Absolutely.
Go for the bigger. We have got some big options. Obviously, we've got lots of different options with the dies. We have got a real bumper pack as well. So please get on the website, get hold of that. We have got as well with that one, we've got the online tutorials. Shall we take you through what you're going to get? So you've got your different choices. So the first one that we've got for you, this is the winter.
This is the winter.
With the winter, you are getting basically the templates to create your beautiful, they could be poinsettias, but I suppose it could be any flower really, but they are the perfect poinsettia. That's what they've been designed for, haven't they?
Exactly. So you can do whatever flower with whatever foam you have, but obviously we put those sets together for you so that it's specifically easier for you to make those winter flowers. And you have, in this kit, you've got 2 templates. So you've got your poinsettia and your holly. And in every kit, you also get your stamens, your centers, the wire, 5 sheets of foam, and with every set we're giving you green for leaves. And you're also getting the Getting Started tutorial, which is on Creative Craft Academy. So that you're getting as a part of that bundle. So if you have never worked with Vermeeren before, this is a perfect bundle. But now, can I just say quickly, if you have worked with Vermeeren, we have a perfect set for you as well. So don't go anywhere. If you think, we didn't think about you, we have definitely thought about you.
So don't move. Right, so this is your first set. So you're getting that, and it is so delicate. And it is, like you said, this is the difference. It's not going to have that bounce back. I get it now. So you've got that beautiful soft beige. You've got the white there. You've got that lovely green for your flowers, for your leaves, sorry, for your foliage. You've got the red, which is perfect for your poinsettias. And then another one of those whites. Are the whites different? No, they're not different thicknesses, are they?
No, they're not different thicknesses.
They're beautiful.
We are bringing you foam in 0.6, which is perfect to work with.
Wonderful.
It's easy on your fingers. It's just definitely makes you, allows you to make those more intricate flowers. There is also foam in 0.8. It just requires so much more work, and it's quite hard in your hands. So we feel this is the best one for you.
Superb. If you want the shaping tools, we've got those on the website.
We do.
Also in the kit, you're getting the stamens, you're getting loads of stamens. That's beautiful finishing touches. And of course, loads of your gorgeous little pearls in there, and your beautiful little gems. Again, absolutely perfect finishing. You've even got some wire in there as well, so you can wire your flowers. Now, that's your first option, only $14.99. So good value for money. Now the next one that we've got is your beautiful summer. So with the template you're getting with the summer, what flowers can you make out of that one? Is it this one?
Oh, you can make all sorts with that. I've picked those flowers to show you the colours of the foam, really, to correspond with colours of the foam. But these are, you can make them with the template. You can make them with the dies we have on the show as well. But all sorts of beautiful flowers. You can cut this into petals. You can use it as it is.
Yeah, because you can use them as single petals as well, can't you? Which looks absolutely amazing. Remember, you are getting that online tutorial as well. So if you do go for any of these, you're still getting the online tutorial. So your colours in this one, you've got that fabulous blue. You've got that gorgeous, it's almost like an off-white, isn't it, this one, like a cream?
Yes, so Vermeeren has like 4 or 5 different lights, as they call them, and they're just with different hue of pink or yellow, but they're all very, very pale. So although you can see a lot of lights in those sets, they are all different. So.
And the nice thing about that, obviously, you can colour tint them. You know, so you can, and I suppose you can do that with any of the colours,
Yeah,
can't
absolutely.
you?
You just need to adjust your colours and make it a bit darker if you wanted to colour a darker colour.
Yeah, you've got the beautiful, it's like a soft burgundy, like a wine almost. You've then got the green, and then you've got that beautiful purple. Along with this, you are getting, again, your stamens and your wire, your beautiful little gems that are going to look gorgeous in the centre there. And, of course, the lovely templates and the online tuition. So that's your beautiful summer option. Next is a lovely spring. Look at these colours. This is the most popular. I suppose people look at it, and because it's so light, they'll know they're going to be able to colour it beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't be afraid of darker colours, and we're going to work with some of them a bit later on, but with the lighter options specifically, yes, if you already worked with Vermeeren, you will know that you can colour it really well, and it takes so many different mediums, your inks, your pads, ink pads, the oil pastels, the chalk pastels, all sorts of colours you can use, all sorts of colouring mediums, and no doubt as a crafter you have already loads of them in your stash, so you can use that. And in fact, if you look at some of those flowers, for example, this peony, this has been made with cream Vermeeren. So as you can see, this hasn't, you know, it's been coloured at the tips and then scrunched up. So you wouldn't guess that.
No,
that it was
absolutely.
made this way. You maybe think that maybe it's some kind of, you know, dual colour.
Yeah. Do you know, the delicacy of the petals, they feel real.
They feel real.
It is amazing.
Yeah. And that is a huge difference between Vermeeren and any other brands, that they really feel silky, it feels smooth, it's got that kind of...
real.
Yeah, there's no other words for it.
Real.
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff. So that's your spring option. Last but by no means least, the fantasy option. So again, that beautiful template, and you'll be mixing and matching all of these templates.
Absolutely you will. And we're just giving you for a little bit of inspiration if you only just want to get started. So you know, so don't worry about the template. I think the foam and you know, the foam colours, let them guide you. What is really your favourite colour?
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
That is
really
so
nice, right?
cool.
It's
I
lovely.
love that. For mixed media, something like that is going to pop.
Yeah.
You've got that gorgeous purple, and look how the purple looks in flowers. I mean, they do look exquisite. The beautiful white, that lovely like grey blue, which is nice.
Yeah, they call it lavender, this one.
That
but
is
it's
stunning.
interesting, that colour.
Yeah, and then that gorgeous mint. I mean, this is so nice. You do need to get hold of this. If you've never practiced before, if you've never played, $14.99 is such a good price to get you started. And do remember, with each one of these options, you're getting that online tuition. So it does really help you create even more gorgeous finishes. And you're saving £4 on that. 349957, that's your item number. Next. Okay, now, we did. If you're already experienced, maybe you've already been making gorgeous flowers, this is the bumper packs for you.
Yeah, this is the bumper pack that has 10 sheets of foam in light and dark version.
Marvellous.
So whichever, you know, if you prefer the darker flowers going towards winter, that's like Halloween, that's an option for you. If you prefer the lighter colours, you know, just looking into spring, or you really like the colouring, that is an option for you. And I think the really exciting part is that because we consider this a more not advanced bundle, but you know, you do need to have a little bit of knowledge, because you're just getting the foam. Well, you're not just getting the foam, you are now getting the peony tutorial as well with it, which is on its own.
The peony.
That is the peony. So I will guide you step by step with a lot of close-ups in much more detail that I can do here on a show, through creating a peony like this, and then you know, so if you you know, if you're considering if you're thinking, oh, how am I going to advance my skills? How am I going to get better at making Vermeeren flowers? Well, here is the perfect bundle for you, because you're not only getting the foam, which is the most important ingredient, but you're also getting the knowledge, and you will have access to it forever.
That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I adore these. They look so wow. They are showstoppers. Now, you've got your choice. So you've got the beautiful lights, or you've got those really nice rich darks. obviously go for both. I'd be going for both of them.
Yeah.
Same item number. You are getting 10 sheets. We don't limit it to one per person. 420936. That's your item number. Brand new today. Now, check out the website. On the website, you're going to see the shaping tools. You're going to see some more dies as well. So if you do want to go for the dies, we have got those. You know, if you don't want to use the templates or the shaping tools, the stamens, obviously, you might be stocking up on your stamens as well. Please do have a look at all of those, all available on the website, hochanda.com. You can also place your orders, of course, on the phone line 01733602000. And obviously with the templates, easy to cut round, but if you've got dies, you can do it quick and easy.
Oh, it is so quick and easy, yeah. And they cut like a dream because farmers it's such an easy material to cut through. So you can cut 6, 8 layers in one time. Yeah, you can.
Speedy.
It will flatten the foam a little bit, but you're not going to worry about it because you are going to scrunch it anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is a perfect way to really speed up that process.
I think it's a really good idea because, yeah, when you get into this, the boring bit will be cutting out. So if you've got your dies, it makes it so much easier. Now, I think I've just shown you one collection, haven't I? Because it sets of floral dies. So I do believe they were in one set. Okay, sorry. So they're each, of course, because it's a set in there. So 12.34. So I've shown you all those. You've got loads of choices. Please look on the website, but we can take you through those in more detail in a little while. If you've got questions, please email in. That's really important because you might be thinking, yeah, but how do I do this? Email in. With the dies, Freedom price, £12.34. Freedom members, don't pay any postage. We'd love to see what you've been doing as well. studio@hochanda.com. Right, so how do you make them fabulous flowers?
Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at quite a simple. This one is wildflower, and this is the largest die from the 3 we have. So this is what we have for you. And I am going to. Do you know? I normally just start. Excuse me. Oh, frog in my throat. I normally start quite. You know, every show I start from showing you how to make it, and then we call it afterwards. We're going to do 2 in 1, just to speed us up.
Super.
And I'm going to show you how I work with my iron. Now, you don't have to. There have been a lot of questions before. Do you have to use your iron? No, you don't have to. You can use your heat gun, or you don't have to use anything. It's just you're going to have to scrunch for a little bit longer, especially with 0.6 foam. So I work with iron. It's on wool setting, and I've got craft iron, and these are proper cheap. You can get from anywhere. But all you do is I just put it onto my iron, and you can see it kind of flattens and then starts to bubble up.
Oh wow, is that it?
That's it.
And that's like seconds it run there.
That was actually probably a little bit too long because you can see I've melted a little tip. It doesn't matter. Don't worry if that happens to you. Look, I am going to fold it like this and then fold it like that, and I haven't forgotten the little one. Just going to tuck it on top. Okay. Then I do a little scrunch like this. This is how easy it is to start with it, but I completely appreciate that when you get those sheets of foam, you're thinking, what on earth am I going to do with them?
Where do I start?
Okay, where do you start? But this is a super you know, simple process. You just fold the flower however it folds. You don't even have to do it how I do it. It's just easier for me to hold.
Well,
this way.
and I suppose that way all the folds will go in the same direction.
Yeah, exactly. So look, and then you end up with something like this.
So it actually keeps all that texture.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Exactly. And that is the difference between this foam and the other foam, because you can see that those scrunches, they stay there.
That's amazing, because that is so delicate.
It has been manipulated. You can see how it's been stretched, how it's been pulled, and it keeps the shape. So what you're going to do now is I am going to take tools. We do have them on the show.
Superb.
And I'm going to first stretch them with my fingers. Can you see how it stretches?
Oh yeah.
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 And I'm just going to put on my tool just to give it a little bit.
And it just sits around it. Wow, it's so shapeable, isn't it?
It really is.
Oh, this is such cool stuff.
And it's just so satisfying to make.
Look at that.
It really is. So you can see I'm not touching the tip. I want to keep that definition on the tip. I'm just stretching the bottom, then just going to put that ball toe there.
Amazing.
And then stretch it. And this is such a quick way to make your own gorgeous flowers.
If you do want those flower shaping tools now, we've got 4 other tools. You've got that huge ball that Ariana's working with. They're all double-ended, and you have got your different sizes. So one's being shy in the packet there, but you can see your different sizes. He's being shy. Perfect for all the different flowers that you're going to be making, especially those huge ones at the bottom there. £12.99. That's 782170. If you're starting, I'm sure if you've been doing this a while, you'll already have them, but if you're brand new, get hold of them. Okay.
So that was
That's
the first one. Look how quick that was.
Yeah.
And it's really beautifully shaped, and it's going to stay this way. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to flatten.
That's fabulous.
You know, I'm just going to do. Actually, I'm not going to do this one. I am going to show you how to colour it. So I'm just going to two-tone one. Okay. So I've got pastels. Are there? I think these are chalk pastels.
Yeah.
Just a set I had in my
so
kit.
it doesn't matter if you colour it before or after. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but you're going to get much better effects if you colour it before.
Right,
yeah?
okay.
Because when you start scrunching, then this colour is going to start moving, getting the cracks, and it's just you know, you're going to be able to manipulate that colour much better.
Right.
So look, it takes colour beautifully because you're working. This is normal kitchen sponge. Look, this is not. You know, I do use beauty blenders at times, but this is just normal, super cheap sponge. So you have it under your sink. Just grab it, cut it. And then
it's just like a crafty chart that you use in a pasta.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Stunning.
Now, I would suggest that you do on both sides. I'm just going to, I'm going to super quickly.
Of course, because you are going to see both sides, aren't you?
So I'm going to do that super quickly, so not to take too much time. I am going to take my iron, and then I just put that. This is the reason why it's a good idea to have a craft iron, just so that you don't contaminate your husband's shirts or your own shirts. I don't iron my husband's shirts. He irons his own.
Just to confirm.
Yeah.
That does not happen.
So look, I fold it exactly the same way, and I'm going to give it a little scrunch.
No, I think the last thing you've got time for is doing all the ironing as well.
Yeah.
And then just squidge.
I know.
Now, while you're rolling and squidging,
yeah,
our Nick has been sending photos in, and I know Nick is very accomplished at this as well.
He really is.
Look at them. Do you know? Oh, I should have brought it in. Last time our Nick was in visiting us, because Nick is coming on very shortly indeed with his brand new products. Last time Nick was in, he brought me a rose. He brought me one of the flowers. Really, really beautiful. Thank you, Nick. And Nick
really
is on.
Is gorgeous.
What date is he on? Is it It's the weekend of the NEC. It's when I'm not here. Is it the 8th of November? Nick, will you tell us? Will you just remind us? Because I've forgotten, you know me. But I want to say 8th, but I might be lying. So email in, will you, Nick? Let us know when you're on, because we'll make sure everyone tunes in for you. But yeah, fabulous. And he says this is his new favourite hobby.
Oh, I know. It's amazing.
It's addictive, I bet, isn't it?
Yeah, and Nick is absolutely amazing at this. But don't be intimidated by the skill.
Yeah.
Because it really it's a matter of practice. It really, really is. Leonie, can I ask you to do a little scrunching, and I'm just going to carry on with building the flowers. Okay, so we can finish that flower.
So literally, just roll it.
Yeah, just scrunch it, just in your fingers. Yeah, exactly. So look, whilst Leonie is scrunching the other one, I am going to unravel this one. Have a look how beautiful.
Wow, look at the
colour.
Can
you see how this starts blending?
Yeah, yeah.
This is becoming your orchid. This can be any flower in the world that you want it to be. So I am going just to stretch the petals.
And just a little colouring on that tip looks really effective, doesn't it?
It really does. It just looks absolutely stunning. I'm just going to build this together.
Enough? Or do you want it squished a bit more?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I like rolling these. It's nice.
It really is nice. And I really like, I like just sitting in front of the TV and just doing this when I have like many of them to make. But yeah, it's really a great hobby. And you just improve, you just get so much quicker at this.
Yeah.
And then you think, I want to do a new flower, I want to do another flower, I want to get peony, I want to make a rose.
Well, that's it. Once you've learnt one, it's like, right, next, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And it feels.
Beautiful. Have a look. We just had it smudged a little bit in the centre.
Oh, that
and it
looks
just adds
good.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It just adds just
and it's
beautiful
great
look
because
to
you don't
it.
need to be perfect,
Yeah,
do you?
yeah. Now, how do you put them together? Super simple. Well, you take a little bit of hot glue. Hot glue is my favourite when it comes. I don't like hot glue in general, but when it comes to Vermeer flowers, I will live with that. So I am going to put a tiny little splodge of glue, and I tend to say just put a tiny one, because it's just make it easy to thread your wire through.
Ah, right, okay. Because if you put a
Otherwise,
mega splodge, it can make it difficult to stab your wire through.
So look, we have the bottom layer that is not coloured, the medium layer that is covered, and we're going to put this one, which is completely different direction. So look, you've got like 3 skills in one. We showed you how to scrunch, we showed you how to colour, and now I'm showing you how to make a really unique flower here.
Beautiful. And I mean, they don't, because you can, I mean, you've called one of them a fantasy range, but you can basically do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Oh, the stamens. Yeah, how do you attach these? Because these look ace.
Super simple. Okay, so you're taking a little bunch of stamens. We are giving you a stamen pack in every single starter kit. And if you don't want a starter kit, if you want just foam, we have some top-up packs on the show as well.
Yeah, because the stamen top-up packs, definitely get hold of them, especially, again, if you've been using these. With your top-up packs, you've got all your different colours to choose from, only $9.99 if you're going for your top-ups. And you are getting 6 packs of 40. I've only got one there, but you are getting 6 packs of 40. Obviously different colours. 831187 is your item number if you'd love to go for those. They are really nice. The colours are beautiful. You can see the different colours are really nice, those. £9.99. £9.99 even.
Yeah.
£9.99. 831187, that's your item number. Right, so.
Okay, so I have threaded through some of the stamens, and I just literally just
So that's what your wire's for?
Yeah, exactly.
You're literally just looping them.
When I first started with Vermeer, I didn't know, and someone had to tell me that
Really?
this is how you do it. Yeah, I was trying all sorts.
See, that's the thing though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
learn new skills as well.
Now, if you think, oh, she lost me already, like, don't worry. With every single set, you are getting a tutorial.
Wonderful.
So, and you can also rewind this, but you can also look at the tutorial. Look, I'm going to pierce that foam. We have put a little bit of glue in between, so that holds everything together. I'm going to pierce that foam in the middle with my, can you see?
So just with your wire. Oh yeah, that's easy.
Super simple, just makes a little pop and it comes out. Now, this is where you're going to need a tiny bit of force, because you just want to like get it through and stretch that little bit. Okay, hold on. I want to show everyone. Can you see how it starts to come through?
Yeah.
This is what, and that foam is going to stretch. It's got enough stretch. It's not going to rip. Don't worry, this is not paper. And you are going to...
It is amazing stuff, because you'd think that you're going to be creating a massive hole in that, but actually it's just stretching enough to take that lovely wire through, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty, Anna.
Look, this is absolute. And how quick was... I'm going to take off the wire.
Anna, that is exquisite.
Normally, I would just secure it at the back, but I'm going... Do you know, I am going to stretch the wire... Oh, no, I'm not going to have to take off. And
Look
I'm going
at
to give
that.
it to you to hold.
Oh, I love it. That's amazing. So you take the wire off and then you do what you want with them, so you can use the wire over and over.
So I got a lot of questions about how to finish this off. Normally what I do is I cut them in half, then spread them, and then just put like a big dollop of glue with a little bit of foam to finish it off. This is how I finish them off.
I suppose it depends what you're doing with them, doesn't it?
Exactly.
You know, that's it. If they're going to be in a bouquet, or, you know, you could use a florist tape at the back if you're bouqueting them. If you stick them onto your 3D projects and the back is irrelevant, that is so impressive.
It's beautiful, isn't
it?
it?
It really is. It's the delicacy of the petal, and it's the way all the folds in there. You can see all that texture.
I guarantee you, you are not going to get this effect with any other foam that is, that is not specifically made for flower making, or is thicker, or is coming from, is any of the dupes, so-called. You do need that to really create those really intricate petal
because that's what makes it look real.
And I think if we could get a little bit of close up on this one, because this one is the scrunching on this one really shows, look, this is what petals look like, and this is why you need this product.
Yeah, that is it. It just looks so real. It's phenomenal. Right then, I'm going to let you get set up for another. Oh, I'm so impressed with this stuff. I love it. I haven't done many of these shows, and every time I do one, it's like, oh, these are so cool. Shall I show you some of these? Look at these little beauties. So you've got all sorts going on. And this is what I love about it. You'll be colour tinting them. You'll be using your strong colours in with your light ones. Do colour tint the strong colours as well. You know, just start playing, experimenting. They don't need to be a specific flower. They don't need to be, you know, something that's true to nature. You can do what you want with these. They really will allow you to experiment and play. I mean, imagine a beautiful bouquet like our Nick did with the gorgeous roses. And obviously, you can determine what size you create these. You know, that's the other lovely thing about these. I mean, look at the petals on that. That is phenomenal, the movement. But also, look, you can squidge it and it's absolutely fine. So don't worry about putting these in the post. They're not going to break. That is not going to damage. So it means, because of that bounce back, it means you might be putting them on, maybe you're going to be using them for bouquets. Maybe you're going to be using them for your mixed media. Obviously, they take, look. So even though you scrunch it, absolutely fine. It is really, look at that, boing. It just takes it. They're not going to just crumble and break. These are tough. They look amazing as well. Okay, let me go through those three options for you. 349957. That's if you want to go for, was that the that was the starter pack. Right, okay. I go for the bigger myself. Because it is such an incredible collection of all the different colours. They really are. And you're getting your online tutorial as well with the biggies. You get the light or you get the dark. That is 420936. But you might want to go for your starter packs. I'm going to remind you what you're going to get in your starter pack. So the first one is your winter. It's obviously been designed. You get your template. Remember with the template, if you want the dies, so you can cut out multiples at one time, please go for that. But otherwise, you are getting your template. You get your wire. You've seen what you use your wire for. You get your stamens. You get your little gems for the centre. But the colours. So you're getting that beautiful beige. Brilliant if you are making... maybe you are making your festive flowers. Maybe it's more autumnal as well. You've got your white, 2 sheets of white. You've got that beautiful green for all your foliage. You've got the red. Obviously, the red is perfect for those wonderful Christmas flowers. The red looks amazing. I mean, when you look at that, doesn't that just look phenomenal? You know, it looks so beautiful. But, of course, you can tint the whites when you get them. I mean, look at that. That is all tinted. Doesn't that look amazing? And you've seen how easy it is. That's the beauty of this. It's how simple it is, but how ridiculously, I keep picking the peonies up, how ridiculously effective that is. That is just gorgeous. Okay, if you'd like to go for that, that's your first one, that's winter. The next one is your beautiful summer. So again, you get different templates in each of these. Of course, you can get your dies if you do want to do your die cutting. You get your wires. You get your lovely stamens, which look incredible. You've also got the wonderful little gems for the centre. And then you get that lovely deep dark blue, which, of course, looks incredible. Doesn't that look rich? You know, really rich. And you get the white, you get that lovely, like a burgundy colour, which looks beautiful. The green, again, really nice greens as well, leaf greens, proper leaf greens. And then that gorgeous lilac, which again, sorry, it's more of a, yeah, it is like a lavender actually, which again looks really, really pretty on all your flowers. Now, if you'd love to go for that kit, that one is your summer option. Again, only £14.99. The most popular that we've got today is the spring option. The green in here is gorgeous. That's what we approached on our Lottie. A quarter of the stock approaching on this one. So you've got that lovely light soft apricot there, that beautiful soft green, that light really soft lavender, and then even softer lilac. And then actually that's more apricot. But anyway, beautiful, beautiful soft colours. Again, it's the way you can tint these. Because when you start looking in, look at the colours, you'll get carried away with these. You'll get carried away just with the colouring in. Look at that. Doesn't that look natural? It's amazing stuff. Of course, you get your template. You get everything you need. £14.99. Last but not least, you've got the fantasy. That lime green. Not being funny, but I'd love to see something made in that. That's amazing. You've got the lime green, you've got that purple, you've got the white, you've got that beautiful lavender, and then that wonderful mint, which is just amazing colours. Really nice. Now, Our Lottie says she wants her flowers for a wedding for this colour, that colour, and she couldn't find them anywhere and had to import them. See, you could have your own business just making flowers. Literally just making flowers. That could be your business. And again, because you've got such a wide colour range, but because you can tint it, you might be spritzing it with ink, you might be using your oxides, you might be using your any of your stain inks, you might be using a pen, you might be using your chalks. There's loads of ways of colour tinting these. Just play, experiment. I'd be picking up the dyes. If you're going to be making flowers to sell, get the dyes, because it'll make it quicker. Lovely kit, £14.99. Now, any of those options, same item number, is 349957. Next, you've got those big collections, so you're getting 10 sheets of each of these. You get the light or you get the dark. I really like the dark palette, because you can imagine, again, using your oxides with these, or maybe you're going to be adding like glitters with these, maybe gilding waxes with these. You know, there's so many products that you've already got in your stash that you'll be able to play with. And again, getting that texture. It almost looks like velvet, does that? It's very tactile, and it looks tactile. It looks really inviting. You want to touch these because it's got that really soft nature. It doesn't look like foam. I think once you've used it and played with it, it changes the structure of it, and it changes what it looks like. You know, that looks like a foam sheet. That does not. It really is impressive when you've used it. It's amazing stuff. That's the dark, and then the lights. I mean, the lights. That is phenomenal, isn't it? It just looks beautiful. Whether you're going to be using that as a corsage, whether you are going to be using that maybe as part of a wedding bouquet, absolutely sensational, and it's going to keep. That's a beautiful thing about this. It'll keep forever, and it'll even scrunch up if it's been put away. Now, 10 sheets of each, but that online tutorial to make that incredible peony, which is just a showstopper. £18.99, 420936. That's your item number. Now, if you do want those dyes, so remember, you will be able to die cut multiple in one pass through because of the foam. So it'll die cut dead easy. So you've got all your different options there: the rose, the lily, your wildflower, your daisy. You've got your little poinsettia, you've got your petal flowers, you've got leaves, must have the tiny blooms, and then last but not least, we've got holly, and then we've got some dreamy flowers. You've got loads of different options. Build up with those, and that'll make it dead speedy to do all your gorgeous little flowers. The most popular is the tiny blooms.
Ooh.
Oh, I suppose.
We should show you the tiny blooms.
Approaching 40%. I bet they're the most popular, because if you cut out, they're the fiddliest.
Did you say 40%?
Approaching 40%.
Wow.
I know. And it's funny, actually, because we haven't got any tiny ones out.
I will show you.
Show us a tiny one.
I will show you. This is one of them. I will show you how to make them, because they are some of the quickest flowers you can make. Now, this one, I will show you. I'll show you.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's for cards. Of course.
Yeah.
They are the handiest, aren't they?
Okay.
Right. What's next,
Okay,
please?
I am going to show you... Christmas is coming. Sorry to break it to everyone, but Christmas is coming,
Yes.
so I am going to do a poinsettia. I love making that, and I'm going to show you also how to spice it up a little bit. So that's exciting. So we are going to... I'm going to make a 3-layer. Normally, I think they're 2-layer, but I'm going to make a 3-layer. So I already scrunched some.
Okay.
Actually, before I do you know what? We talked about colouring darker fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it, does it make sense? And is it is possible? Of course, it's possible. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little brown, and again, this is the oil pastel that I've got. I think it's either oil or chalk. Whatever it is, either will work. And I am going to take a little bit of that brown, and look, just add a little bit to that poinsettia, just on the top layer.
And again, if you hit the tip or in the side, that really makes a difference, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. So I'm just smudging this, okay, and I'll just clean it with the same sponge, and I'm going to take it to my iron. Just pop it in the iron. Just a second or two, and I will just melt.
It almost looks like it sort of goes, and tries to get itself off the iron.
It really does, yeah.
In my head, it's a scared, yes, in my crazy little mind, it's a scared jellyfish that went, and fell off the iron.
You're funny.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my head. Welcome to my world.
So again, I'm doing exactly the same scrunching motion like we did before.
Marvellous.
And
easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
And if anyone's worrying about dexterity,
Yeah.
because you could actually put it in the palm of your hand
Yes.
and roll
So
as well, couldn't
that
you?
is a very good point. Thanks, Leonie. Okay, so we can do it in both hands, like this.
Because that's what I'm doing, because at the minute my
Yeah.
hand's well sore. So that's how I do mine.
Or in the palm of your hand, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So there is ways around. So if
There
you are a
is
little
way.
bit worried,
Yeah, don't worry.
there are ways.
So
there are
now,
ways.
so I've added a little bit of that brown, and you can see how I just added a little bit of shading
Yeah.
to that flower. Okay, now you can indent it or outdent it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for outdenting. If that makes sense.
Outdenting?
Outdenting.
A little bit about denting.
Yes, I'm just going to use. I'm using the second largest bottle here on this one, and again, I'm just going to do that with.
That is so simple.
It is
so literally
really,
stretching the
really
petal a little
simple,
bit,
yeah.
and then
It
get the
really
bowl
is.
tool and just stretch, and it literally shapes around it, which is amazing. If you do want those shaping tools approaching, a third of the stock has gone
wow.
there. 782-170. That's your item number. Do not miss out on them. Look at that, and it's the way it holds that shape.
Now I am going to take it a step further. Okay.
Okay.
So this is my new favourite. We have these on the show. This is the one thing I haven't taken off the show, and I asked our lovely buyers to keep them on the show because we have the metallic pigment powders.
Gorgeous.
If you have mica at home, I
Yeah.
get that, and you think I've already got pigments. Nothing like it. It's
Right.
not mica. It doesn't. It's
Okay.
nothing like it.
So is it? So well, I'll let you touch yours.
Yeah, it's fine. So I am taking a tiniest amount of, look, it can be any type of glue. Don't worry, PVA, gel medium, whatever you have.
Right.
And I'm just going to take it a little bit to the petals because I just need something to hold it for
Right.
me. Okay.
So it does need something to hold it, a binder.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arlotta.
Yeah. And I should have really taken a different brush, but look, I'm just going to take this.
Wow, that is really
Look.
gold. Yeah. Yeah, that is a really good shimmer.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's a solid, isn't it? That's a
That
lot.
is your poinsettia done in the most beautiful gold with the shading, most natural, well, with obviously gold dusting, not so natural, but most Christmassy and most beautiful flower you could imagine.
That is so Christmassy. If you would like the beautiful metallic pigments, we have got these on the website. You are getting 3 different pigments there for £15.99. You've got your gold or you've got your mixed metallics. If you'd like to go for those, £15.99. You are only using a touch of these. And I presume you're going to be able to mix those with all sorts of different with different glues, with varnishes, with glossy accents.
I wish I could show you.
With so much stuff.
Trust me when I say, and if you want inspiration, I've just done a YouTube video with tons of ideas on this.
Amazing.
Sprinkle, spray, mix, make paints. It just works with everything. But on that specific, for that specific purpose, I think this is absolutely perfect to really spice up your flowers.
Yeah.
So I am I need to go and get another brush. I'll be right back.
No problem. If you do want those, have a look on the website. Obviously, if you want the poinsettias, they're from the winter kit. So if you do want that, of course, you could get the dye. So if you wanted to speed up the process, you could go for the dye. You could go for your stamens. You could go for everything as single. So if you are thinking of making bumpers of these, loads of these for Christmas, maybe Christmas gifts, maybe making Christmas brooches, these are going to look fantastic as Christmas decorations. For me, that's what these are about. And you can, like at end of Christmas, you can pop them away. You're not going to worry about them getting ruined. Look at that. I love when you put it on, there's little sprinkles that go into the air. Yeah. Which looks so magical.
It's
like
just
Tinkerbell.
amazing. And I, we had a very limited number of these gold pigments and those sets before on my mixed media show, and now we're really getting low because everyone loves them.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to add them to paint and stuff.
Yeah. Amazing. So look, I have in the process. I just wanted to show you. Just own up a mistake. I've torn it.
That's torn it.
Don't worry, because when you start layering them, look, who will ever know?
Yeah. So it
you
doesn't
go
matter.
on top and. Let's just do this quickly.
Yeah.
So
and the thing is, I mean, if that'd be easy to do, you like with your nail or something, wouldn't it? I bet.
Yeah.
So just
it's really
be
easy.
a little bit careful, but yeah, like you said, don't over worry.
Will anyone, if I put it like that, will anyone ever know? No, they won't. No, nothing ever happened. That's how I cover my mistake.
Wasn't there, didn't do it.
Yeah. So I'm putting the one with the gold on the very top. And we also have, sorry darling, just to reach you, we also have holly, both in dyes and templates and colours for you. Perfect. So all you do with the holly, again, you just heat this up on your iron. Come on, iron, switch on. This iron kind of goes in and off, on and off.
Has it turned itself off?
That's fine. That will do just fine. I will just show you. I'm just going to bend a little bit.
It's a bit out here with me. Sorry. I always do this. I like to get in close to see what's occurring.
I'm just too tall for this table. That's what happens.
And squidging same way again.
Yeah, exactly same. And again, you can add colour, you can add pigment if you wanted to. I'm just going to stretch this and then just put a little dot of glue.
Oh, I can imagine how, like, given time, you could so play with all your different colours with these.
Absolutely.
A centrepiece on your Christmas table. These are going to look phenomenal.
Pop that in the centre. Now, look, you can finish it off with adding... Do you know we should do that? I'm just going to super quickly... What colour should we add? I'm going to add the same one we had before, just for the sake of speed. Because I want to show you... Do we have the time? I'm just looking. Yeah, I want to show you the tiny blooms. If the dyes are... You know, if you're loving the dyes, then I'll show you how super quickly you can make those.
We do have the stamens on the shop. If you do want a bumper pack of the stamens, we've got those as well. Now, the item number is 8311879999. I bet. So a little bit of glue, when you've popped them in, a little bit of glue on the end of them and some of that metallic is going to look amazing again, isn't it?
This is exactly what I'm going to do in a second.
That little maze.
You gave me a good idea. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing super quickly. I'm not going to faff too much.
This is such a good finishing touch, though, because it just makes it look real, doesn't it? I'd definitely pick up some more of them stamens.
Broke the wire.
Oh, wow. How did you do
that? I've got no idea. But this is going to be interesting to try to get both through. Okay, hold on.
It will do it.
Yeah, got it. I'm in.
Yay!
Right, just going to do this, and then I'm just going... You need to have a little bit of length of that wire because you need to have something to pull.
Ah, I get it.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, have a look at this.
Amazing. Yeah, that's really pretty.
And... Well, you just mentioned this is a great idea. We are going to do exactly that. I'm just going to take a tiny amount of gel medium and then just put it on the very tips.
Cool.
And then take different brush and now gold pigment.
And again, it's the teeniest tiny amount of gold pigment because that is rich.
You were right.
That does look cool. See, you can imagine that table centres, beautiful little corsages for Christmas. Maybe you're just decorating Christmas crackers or parcels for gifts. That is fabulous.
This is gorgeous,
fabulous. Yeah. That is so nice. Okay, we've got a picture. Oh, Roisin, that is beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Amazing, Roisin. Roisin, did you absolutely love making it? I'd love to know. What did she say? She's addicted. She said this needs to come with a warning. She is addicted. Hey, I tell you what, that is phenomenal though, Roisin. What are you doing with them? Are you giving them to friends? Is your house just covered?
I'd
love
to
find out. Yeah, thank you for sharing. That is stunning. Okay, I'm going to be really quick because we're going to watch our animate the little ones. So first of all, it's your winter. So again, lovely collection of colours there. The stamens, you've got the beautiful little gems for the centre. You've got the wire. You've also, of course, got the template for your poinsettia and for the ivy. Holly, sorry. You've seen how good that looks. Really effective. That's your first collection. The next collection is your beautiful summer collection. You've got that really nice royal blue there, which is such a nice rich colour. Again, easy to colour all of these, easy to shape them. You've got your template in here, the wire, the stamens, again, your gorgeous little gems. If you want to put one of the gems in the centre, obviously you might not be putting anything in the centre, you might be hiding them. Oh, don't that look good? That one is your summer. The next one is the spring. This is still in the lead as the spring. Very nice. light tones. We're approaching 40% now. Beautiful light tones, absolutely exquisite. That really nice light green. Again, everything you need to get you started. These are the perfect starter kits. And of course, you might be creating your own beautiful blossoms in no time at all. Only $14.99, that's spring. Last but not least is your fantasy. Really good, strong colours in this one. That amazing lime green, the purple, that beautiful sort of jade at the end, which is exquisite. Again with the template, the stamens, the gems, and of course the wire. And you are creating the most exotic. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look super cool? Again, loads of ways of using these. I love the gems with the stamens. Really, really effective. But look at that. Stunning. $14.99. Now that's your options. Obviously, you've got so many different things to go for, so many different ideas. 349957. The set of 10. This is the way I'd be shopping. You've got the light or you've got the dark. Some nice colour tones. The lights are in the lead. They're approaching a third of the stock. I know these are the easiest colour tint, so you'll get away with playing with these. But if you look at the darks, you've got the things for leaves in there. Good for foliage in here. Good, obviously, for making really nice, rich flowers that you can still add your gold to. You can still add those metallics to these. The metallics on them are going to look sensational. That is 490. No, it isn't. 420936. That's your item number. Only $18.99. And you've got the peony instruction. So to make that incredible peony, you've got that really cool online tutorial. Now, if you look online on our website, it is hochanda.com, that's where you're going to find your stamens, it's where you're going to find your tools, it's where you're going to find your lovely dyes as well. So please do have a little look. Definitely recommend the tools if you want to be going for them. The dyes are really, really handy because it allows you to make multiples, and I think you will love those because with the dyes, because you can do it quick and easy. So if you are making tons of these, if you're getting addicted, like obviously everyone who's emailed in so far, then highly, highly recommend getting those dyes. If you are already addicted, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see what you've been doing as well. studio@hochanda.com. Right, we're back. Little uns.
Look.
Oh, well cute. Oh. Look, it's so tiny. It's well tiny.
So when it comes to your spring and making your own lilies of the valley, there you go.
Yeah, easy. Okay. And I do like how it's still squidgy.
Yeah.
But it bounces back. Yeah. Perfect. Right.
So I am going to show you. So the tiny flowers have been designed to use a different technique.
Okay.
The reason why is because we want to overheat and over melt the foam, which at any given time I wouldn't normally recommend.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to take my tool, and that's exactly why it's a really good idea to have your tools, but just hold it by the rubber thing, and then you need to have your iron probably a little bit hotter than wool.
Right.
So I have my on cotton, which is quite hot, and this is going to be quick. So let's all focus on that for a moment. I'm just going to pop this one on, and my iron needs to kick in, so maybe not as quick. Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah.
We will do this from the side in just a second.
Look at that.
Look.
That's ridiculous.
And whilst it's still warm, the foam is not going to be hot enough to burn your fingers. The iron will, so be careful, but the foam won't be. You're just going to give it a little shape, okay?
And it actually starts to hold that shape.
Look.
Oh, that's really cool.
Okay, I am going to show you the same process from the side. Is that okay? Because we want you to see, hold on, we want you to see the profile so that you can see how when it starts to kind of coming off the iron. So again, I'm just going to pop that here. This is going to be quick, so keep looking. Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah. And look, it looks like it's trying to escape.
Yeah, the more you keep it, the more it will shrink, the more it will, hold on. That's just the more it will melt.
Okay.
Stay there, iron.
Amazing.
And then you're going to get this tiniest little
cups. That's cute.
So cute. Okay, now what you're doing with those, you know, you may think, oh, they're adorable. Yes, they are. But now what you're going to do, you are going to take your wire, the usual thing. However, I've only threaded 2 of the centres. Can you see?
Yeah.
So you get 4 altogether, but 2 strings actually, because they're double-ended.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take one of those. Just going to gently pour a little bit of tiny bit of glue. Just went everywhere because it's quite tricky. And then I'm going to take the other one, just put in the middle.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so
super
pretty.
cute. And then just going to put the hot tools away. Oh, the glue stick. Hold on. I'll be back. The glue stick came out, and that's never good for your gun. And just going to get these, make them nice and even, and then we will thread it through the centre. Just kind of as central as you can get it.
Lovely.
Thread it through.
So it's the same, even though it's teeny tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cute. That is ridiculously easy. Yeah, that's so sweet. I love them.
Isn't that cute? So whilst we're here,
oh, it's so cute.
Whilst we're here, let's have a look at some other shapes, because there are 5 different shapes.
Amazing.
In those. So that's number 2, number 3. I'm just going to take some of those, darling. Hold on. So I've cut them before to show you.
Have you got all of them?
Yeah, I think I've got all of them now. Yeah,
yeah,
I've got all 5.
You've got them, haven't you?
So
these are it.
We will take one of those and then do exactly the same technique, and then show you how they look like.
Even though they're teeny tiny, like could you sort of roll them? I would look if I did roll it.
They would. So look, this is more like your lily of the valley because it's got pointy little tips. Can you see that?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now let's have a look at that three leaf one, which is super cute as well.
Oh, it does make you want to do it, doesn't it?
It really does.
Look, it's going out.
Yeah. So this one is just different as well.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and then we also have that little star.
Can I have a little roll?
Of
See what
course
it
you
does.
can, darling. We have that little star, and we're going to keep that one on the iron until it melts, and that's a completely different shape as well. So hold on. This just needs a little bit more manipulation. So when it's still warm, you're just going to fold it.
Oh, I like these.
Okay.
Oh, and it colour tints it if you've got makeup still on your hands.
Yeah. And then we've got one more, which I think, I'm not sure if we haven't done this one. This one's super cute, one of my favourite.
Oh, I really like these.
And the iron is super hot now,
Right.
so it just works so quickly. Just have a look at these. And obviously you can keep them closed out like little cups, or you can stretch them and open them up like this one a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I do like these. And they're super to play with. Because the texture you can get, they are ace, Anna.
So cute.
Oh, I really like these.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all very, you just want to play making lots of flowers all
Yeah,
day.
absolutely.
Oh, well ace. Well ace. Obviously, it's up to you what sizes. Okay, so the tiny blues option, 40% of the stock has gone. You have got all your other dyes. You've got so many options with your dyes. It's going to speed the process up immensely. So how many layers do you reckon we cut through? About 3 layers at a time?
Oh no, you can get up to 8.
Really?
Yeah. I tend to do 6, just so that I don't flatten my phone too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do up to 8, and it's just super easy, especially with 0.6. If you're doing 0.8, I'll probably say about 4 maximum.
Yeah. But the 0.6, not a problem.
No.
Oh, so cool. Okay, if you do want to go for these, they are exquisite. Right, we're going to go do a really quick recap. The dyes, of course, are really going to speed up that process. If you want the shaper tools, these are busy today. If you do want these, we're approaching half of the stock now gone. Only £9.99. If you do want them, 4 double-ended tools, so it's going to give you that big ball that you've seen, and dead easy to use. They've also got the stamens. These are brilliant. If you are maybe stocking up, maybe you're going for the 10 sheets, then definitely go for these. A third of the stock has gone, £9.99. Really worth stocking up on those. 831187. Right, let's run through those options again for you. So first of all, it's obvious the Christmas option because you've got your poinsettia, but because again, I mean, even if you use it with the stamens, or I love this with the jewel. So, would you put your stamens in first and then add the jewel on top?
And then you spread it out, and then put the jewel on top,
Because that looks brilliant for Christmas.
That is cute, isn't it?
Yeah. It just gives you that sparkle for Christmas, doesn't it? But, I mean, look at that. That's equally sensational.
Yeah, I know. So you don't have to use it for your Christmas crafting.
No.
But there, the foam. Just be guided by the colours of foam that are your favourite.
Yeah, and I love all the greens because the greens they're not They're really lovely, proper tonal green for your leaves. They're stunning. That's your Christmas option. Again, 349957. The next option that we've got is your summer option. This is just so pretty. They're all so pretty. And that is amazing.
That was really lovely. This is one of my favourite. It's kind of like almost like one of those rugged tulips, you know. This is what it reminds me of.
And the delicacy, look at that.
Yeah, I've done this one during one of my workshops, and it's beautiful. It really is. But that's why Famirin is such a precious, that's why Famirin is the material to make the flowers with, because how well it takes the colour and how well it keeps the shape.
Yeah, it's that shape. It's the way it's so delicate. That is your summer option. The spring option still the popularist, I was going to say, which is not a word. The most popular. This is the spring option. 40% of stock has gone. Yeah, they hold the shape incredibly. I mean, look at that. It is just exquisite.
It really is lovely.
Exquisite.
This is such a tropical flower, the one you're holding. I think it looks really tropical.
Yeah, you can just imagine that in your hair on your holidays, can't you? If you've got a band, you can just imagine them in. Oh, you can on the band, stunning. You're getting the stamens, you get the templates, you get everything with it. Last but not least, the fancy. That lime green.
You love it.
Is amazing. Yeah, it's well cool. See, if you're doing mixed media, if you're doing something completely different, really bright, strong colours, but you're still going to be able to ink it, paint it, do everything with it.
If you want to change the colour, then by all means just use it as a base and then colour it to how you want it to look like.
Yes, I adore that. That is beautiful. Again, look at the delicacy of that. They're incredible. Anna, have you got any more shows today?
I do, 2 o'clock.
Excellent. Okay, make sure you tune in at 2 o'clock for more ideas, more inspiration, but check your baskets out, because this is cool. They won't appreciate it till they get it home and play, will they? And then it'll be like, wow.
Absolutely. You absolutely need to get it, feel it, touch it, play with it to appreciate it,
Yeah, and you will love it. Anna, thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely adored it. Stay tuned. See you later. Coming up next, you've got your Ultimate Pro. It's your weekday wonder. We're then crafting with our Dawn Bibi, and then we've got Spectrum Noir One Day Special. See you in a bit.